Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
Riding around, try to play the role, Miss Innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake hair lows. Behind closed doors, she rocked them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong. Knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. she focused on the wrong shit. Worried about another bitch instead of us co-parent. Put my kids in grown folks' business. Tell them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
That track's something else, ain't it? Man, shit. Let's make it happen, man.
All stand, please. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. This honorable court now stands adjourned, sine die. God save the state and this honorable court.
Yeah. We're going to have a good dialogue today, man. But, you know, I always say, you may be seated in this motherfucker. Shout out to the Bay Mama Terrace Bounty Hunters. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer. And I hope y'all having a good day today. And I appreciate y'all tuning in this lovely afternoon. And for y'all who's in the Eastern Standard Time and in the Central Time and even in the, you know, the West Coast Pacific Time, it's early as hell over there. But I'm going to talk about multiple things on this one. I have quite a few baby mama terrorists and individuals I want to talk about today. But as you saw in the, you know, in the thumbnail, you saw the big picture because my boy D sent this to me. Shout out to him, and not just him, because I had a lot of people off the Instagram inbox me this as well, and I posted it this morning on there. About, I call her baby mama terrorist. Everybody call her, you know, postpartum depression and shit. But I call her baby mama terrorist. So I know a lot of people gonna disagree with that and, you know, say, well, you know, she had mental issues and shit like that, but I ain't going. But to each his own. We're gonna talk about that. She threw 2 of her kids out the window. This was in Brooklyn. It was in Brooklyn, New York. 24 years old. And even in the comments on the Instagram, people were saying she was a child. Not no 24-year-old. Not 24 years old. No, you're not. No, she's not a child. No. But that's what I talk about when these, you know, motherfuckers come to these bitches' defense. You don't make that shit up. But yeah, she threw her toddler son out the window. And she threw her newborn daughter out the window. And she jumped out the window naked. And some guy by the name of I'm gonna call him Mr. Chin because I don't remember his last name. I mean his first name, I think it was Carl Chin, but I'm gonna say Mr. Chin. Ran out there to help. He tried to snatch the babies from her. And when he snatched out, she said that thank you, take care of them. She was arrested. They didn't charge her with attempt murder. But we're going to talk about that because I got here. It's from Newsbreak. We're going to talk about that. Also, we're going to talk about a baby mama terrorist named Natisha. We'll just say Natisha because I don't know the last name by heart. Where this happened some years ago, but she was now sentenced to 24 years for selling her baby to a dude for $500 to do pornography. And he was doing it over about a year. And while he was filming, doing porn with a baby, she was sitting there watching. I shit you not. Yeah, a baby mama terrorist to the fullest. Yep. Black woman, baby mama terrorist, sold a child, baby, $500 to this white dude so he could do porn on her. And she allowed it. She watched it, and she got paid $500. This was in Indiana. She was sentenced to 24 years in jail, and he was sentenced to life in prison. I believe both of them should have been sentenced to life in prison, not just that motherfucker over there. But I already know they always make some type of excuse for these motherfucking low-life bitches. I tell you, these baby mama terrorists, they get loopholes, they get pity, they get mercy, they get postpartum depressive, and everything else. I told you, she is just as guilty this motherfucker. She sat there and watched the motherfucker. She the one sold her kid, but yet she get 24 years and he gets life in prison. I'll be goddamn. And they both got paid $75,000 restitution. Now, then you also have Lil Durk, you know, rapper from Chicago. He just lost his brother named D-Thang. He was murdered out there in Chicago Heights, actually, at Club O. DJ Academics said it happened in Chicago. It wasn't in fucking Chicago. It's called Chicago Heights, Illinois, in the south suburbs. And he was murdered through some ongoing conflict. And then he tried to speculate some other thing that was going on Twitter between him, Durk, and another rapper. And he was murdered. But after woodworks come a baby mama terrorist to come out and say she was buying Durk McDonald's back in the day and driving him around because he didn't have shit. He wasn't worth shit. And she says that he have a son that's 7 years old that he don't take care of. So she go on Tasha K and put that out there, talk about how broke he was and dirty he was. But yet you got pregnant by this dirty, broke, White Castle giving motherfucker. You have a kid by him. You say he never did shit because he came out and said he took care of all his kids. And she said he don't take care of his. We're going to talk about that. Then we got a brother by the name of Flight Reacts. Man, this dude got over, I think, 2 million subscribers on YouTube. Young brother. He always react to a lot of things. He got 300,000 views, 600,000 views. He got a lot of views. He doing his thing. Even he had to tell a story about a baby mama terrorist that don't allow him to see his kid. And all he want to do is be a father. But then he do come out and say that she's a good mother, a great mother, and nurturing everything. But that's where I differ, because don't know mother who's nurturing a great mom, a real woman that try to alienate the father out the picture, lie, make her family hate him. You know, he don't want to be a father, deadbeat, piece of shit, and all that. And she used that kid as a pawn. Can't be. No, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna dissect all these things. But before we do that, you know, I have to give the shout out to the people that comment in this motherfucker. So people that's here, want to give a shout out to Julius Mays. He's up in the building. My boy Abdul, he say here early. Yes, he is. My boy Ike Khan. You know what I'm saying? He said at least them kids from Brooklyn live. Prayers for them babies. You right, 100%. We got Warhammer up in here. We got the homie Brandon. We got BMT Bounty Hunter. Appreciate your brother for emailing me this. He actually emailed me this week and a half. I think when it first started, I just didn't get a chance to open up, look at it till just now. And I'm, oh man, let me post this. But shout out to the BMT Bounty Hunter, and shout out to people off Instagram that inboxed me. I had like 10 people inbox me this as well. Want to give a shout out to Angry Bus Driver. He also says, I know someone who lives in that building. It's a Section 8 Haven / crazy house / trap house. Okay. Not even surprised. Want to give a shout out to Jaylon. We got who else up in here? We got, made me skip all the way down. I don't know why they did that. Okay, let me get back up. We got Jay Everything. We got Tadan TV up in the building. He said LOL the track. Yes, we got Saint African. You know, he said, glad you put the name to the chick who threw her kids out the window. Oh yeah, definitely. We got Nicholas J. Fury. We got this kid's dad. We got Pan-African, BMG, TOW. That means black men going their own way. Shout out to you. We got Cannon Wiles up in the building. We got Lawrence. We got JJ Green. We got who else we got up in here? We got B Candy. B Candy say no sympathy whatsoever for Flight Reacts. You smart enough to gain million subscribers and make millions, but not smart enough to lock down your sperm. See, I don't know about who he dealing with. We're gonna talk about it because y'all might know more about Flight Reacts than me. So we never gonna talk about that. So y'all might say, hey man, I don't feel sorry for him, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You might say, hey, I understand, or I've been through that. So we're gonna talk about that. Because like I say, I know of him. I've seen a couple of things, but do I know personally and do I keep up with him like that? No, I don't. You know, so we'll talk about that. Also, we have Abe Griggs up in the building. We got Long Revolver 1 up in the building. And I want to give a shout out to everybody that tuned in. And if y'all can, please let's get them likes up. We got 62 up in here. We got 41 likes. Let's never get the likes up. One thing I can say, my likes do be over the 50%. And I definitely appreciate y'all for that. You know, we're going to cook today, though. We're going to cook today. We definitely going to cook today. And there's going to be a lot of differences up in here about these different subjects. But we're going to understand where each other's coming from. But I definitely want to talk about the mother who threw the daughter and son out the window. I definitely want to talk about that. That's why I made her picture bigger, because this one really, really got to me. Shout out to King J. Salute, fam. We got Dream up in here. Man. But like I say, you can't make this shit up. When I tell you these baby mama tears are real, y'all gonna learn these motherfuckers are real. And I agree, just like Candy say, we have to watch who you have sex with. You have to watch who you're dealing with. You have to check these baby mama terrorists. You got to check women out thoroughly to make sure that this is the right person. Not saying that you check them thoroughly, you wait 10 years, 15 years, and then you get married and down the line, shit change or shit don't work out. That's not who I'm talking about, because you don't know nobody 100%. I don't give a fuck with nobody. So you can talk this shit all you want. You don't know no one 100%, especially talking about a relationship or getting married and having kids with. But you know you went through thoroughly, you did it the right way and everything, no faults given. But when you're dealing with shit like this, because she was known to be within the state. She been with the state. She was raised by the state. Now, the average guy's just gonna try to pump and hit. He ain't thinking about her background. So now he knocked her up. You don't know what type of trauma she been through. And then here you go. That's what I'm talking about. We gotta, like I say, they gotta earn these ping. We got to 2021, they gotta earn this ping. You don't just give a ping because it's opportunity and a freebie and a hookup and hey, shit, it is what it is. I'm gonna get mine. Nah, we gotta think differently, because this is the shit I be talking about. So you definitely gotta keep your sperm in line and make them earn that shit, you know. But you can know somebody for a long time and think you know them, and then down the line it just go left. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones who, you know, y'all been knowing each other for 6 months and you thought, hey man, I knew more about her and stuff. Nah, you gotta do better than that, especially in this day and age. But I'm gonna put the article in that my boy BMT Bounty Hunter sent me. And we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna read it first, then we're gonna watch the video. But this was in Brooklyn, New York. And like I said, it's unfortunate. But here's the title. Mother throws 4-week-old daughter, 2-year-old son out the window before jumping out herself. Yep. This is CBS New York. Police says a mother threw her 2 young children, including a newborn, out of a second-story window in Brooklyn on Saturday morning. Neighbors at the Brownsville apartment building on Rockaway Parkway told CBS 2 News, Karen Dillon, the woman and her kids have only lived there a short while before Saturday's horrifying incident. The aftermath of the frightening incident was caught on the cell phone video. I didn't know about no cell phone video and I ain't seen it. Paramedics could be seen tending to 2 small children just moments after police say that 24-month-old Dejhanay Jarrell tossed him out of a second floor window. Neighbor Carl Chin, lives behind the alley of 178 Rockaway Parkway. I've been over there before a couple of times when I was out there in Brooklyn. We heard crying and then we heard a thump, he said. He says, after hearing noises around 11 a.m., he looked outside to see two children, a 4-week-old baby girl and 2-year-old boy on the pavement. The naked mother was standing on the fire escape above. She was standing over the ledge and she just jumped straight down, Chin said. Despite the help, Chin called 911 and barefoot jumped a railing to get to Jarrell, who he said was still hurting the baby. So even when she threw the kids off the second floor, when she got down with him, she still was hurting the baby. She gripped the baby so tight, so I kind of struggled with her to get the baby away from me, he said. Chin eventually got the baby girl into his own arms. He says mom seemed distraught but grateful. She even thanked me and told me to take care of her daughter, Chin said. She basically tired of being alone and not getting enough sleep. Jarrell and both children were taken to a local hospital. But Chin says those final moments he'll never forget. To see this horrific, and I just did what any decent person would have done in the situation. I just reacted, he said. His sister-in-law, Shandi Harrison, who was also there, agrees. They say the mom did not seem to be in her right mind. She was asking for help. She asked my brother-in-law to take care of her baby. I hope she gets the best help she can. You know, a family member try to reach out to her and people are in the surrounding. She needs help, Harrison said. At last check, police says the 4-year-old baby girl remains in critical condition. The 2-year-old boy and his mother suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Police say what led to the incident is unclear, but mental illness may have been a factor, of course. Jarrell has been charged with 2 counts. Oh, they did charge with attempted murder. See, what I looked at on Instagram, they didn't. They charged 2 counts of attempted murder and 2 counts of assault on 2 counts of reckless endangerment. That's what I saw, reckless endangerment. So y'all read it. Y'all ready? We're gonna watch the video. Shout out to Red Sing the Blues. $5 donation. Keep them cold, Mr. Palmer. I want to give you a shout out too, brother. I saw you on Bernard Riley. I was on there this morning just listening and stuff, and I saw your when you support, you said this is why you don't go on the panel to this day. And I do understand where you're coming from because I saw that shit too, fam. I understand exactly why you don't go on panels. I actually see why. Salute you, fam. Yeah, I saw that this morning, man. And you just can't make this shit up, man. That's all I can say. But yeah, please subscribe to Red Sing the Blues. He definitely come with a lot of different topics and stuff. He's a good brother, and he definitely support this page, and I fucks with him. So y'all please, and I was on this page some time ago doing an interview. He got to come on my platform and do an interview as well. You and Thunder, Dr. Thunder. Let's make that happen, brother. All right, angry bus driver. You got to go pay that child support. I understand, brother. Salute to you. All right, we're going to go ahead and see what the news got to say. 2.5 minute video.
We begin with breaking news tonight. The mother accused of throwing her children out of a window is now being charged. And tonight, we're hearing from the Good Samaritan who jumped in to rescue the kids. CBS 2's Kieran Dillon has new information from Brownsville, Brooklyn.
Jessica, neighbors here at this Brownsville apartment building tell me the mother and 2 children had only lived here a short while before today's horrifying incident. Some have now started this tribute as they pray for the recovery of the 2 small children, one who has been critically injured. The aftermath of the frightening incident was caught on cell phone video. Paramedics can be seen tending to 2 small children, just moments after police say their 24-year-old mother, Dejhanay Jarrell, tossed them out of the second-floor window.
We hear crying, and Then we heard a thump.
Neighbor Carl Chin lives behind the alley of 178 Rockaway Parkway. He says after hearing noises around 11 Saturday morning, he looked outside to see two children, a 4-week-old girl and a 2-year-old boy on the pavement. Jarrell, completely naked, standing on the fire escape above.
She was standing over the ledge and she just jumped straight down.
Desperate to help, Chin called 911 and barefoot jumped this railing to get to the woman who he says was still hurting the baby.
She gripped the baby tight, so I kind of struggled with her to get the baby away from her.
Chin eventually got the baby girl into his own arms. He says Jarrell seemed distraught but grateful.
She even thanked me and told me to take care of her daughter. She was basically tired of being alone and not getting enough sleep.
All three were taken to the hospital. Chin says those final moments he'll never forget.
To see that is horrific, and I just did what any decent person would have done in that situation. I just reacted.
His sister-in-law, Shandy Harrison, who is also there, agrees. They say the mother did not appear to be in her right mind.
She was asking for help. She asked my brother-in-law to take care of the baby. I hope she get the best help she can. You know, a family member try to reach out to her. People are in the surrounding. She needs help.
At last check, police say the 4-week-old girl remains in critical condition. The 2-year-old boy and Jarrell suffered non-life-threatening injuries. As for what led to this incident, that remains under investigation, but police say mental illness may have been a factor. Meanwhile, Jarrell now faces several charges, including 2 counts of attempted murder in the 2nd degree. In Brownsville, Brooklyn, Kieran Dillon, CBS 2 News.
I will say I'm glad they charged her with attempt murder, because usually, like I said, what I saw earlier, they didn't charge her with that. So I'm glad I put this up. Now, and I will also say this, if a man threw his kids out the window and he say he mental and he's mentally fucked up and shit, motherfuckers gonna say, nah, he knew better. He knew what the fuck he was doing. He didn't give a fuck about them kids, deadbeat and so on. Am I right? Do y'all, in y'all opinion, do y'all believe that she got some type of mental issues going on? Do y'all feel that shit, maybe she's on drugs? Do y'all feel that, you know, they just try to put this shit in the minimum that, you know, she didn't purposely do this. She got issues. A lot of y'all are from New York. Do y'all know her? Do y'all know about that building? My brother, the angry bus driver, say the building's known for being a trap house in Section 8. You know, Robert say, so what? I agree. But I just want to know y'all thoughts. I mean, because I know quite a few of y'all from New York. Maybe y'all know people around her. Y'all know that area. Y'all know how I get down out there. You know, I say I have no sympathy. I don't think it's no mental illness in my book. A lot of people say about the postpartum, but yet you already had one kid and you was on your own by yourself, but then you had another kid on your own by yourself, and now you ain't getting no sleep. And you knew damn well you weren't getting sleep the first time, but you had a baby again, and you know you really ain't finna sleep. So that's why I can't accept that shit. And like I said, if a dude did this shit, they'll want him lynched, and they ain't no mental nothing. Ain't no postpartum nothing. Ain't no he tired and he alone and he stressed, nothing. It's gonna be, nigga, you fucked up. You should have kept your seed intact and all that shit. You know how they always say. But that's why I say I want to know. You know, Ryan say she may be, you know, she might be possessed. To me, a baby mama tells they all possessed. So I kind of agree with that part. But I am glad they charged her with 2 counts of attempted murder, because usually they try to charge him with some type of child abuse. They rarely do something like this. So I will say that. Hey, somebody click in on this. We're gonna dialogue on this, then we're gonna go to the next. We're gonna talk a little bit on this, then we'll go right to the next. I want to know y'all thoughts. You know, right. They only gonna record his criminal history if he got that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all BMT Bounty Hunter, he's from the East Coast. He said they would drop the charges. They probably say she's not fit to stand trial and all that shit and put in the psych ward for the rest of her life. That's why I say, hey, man, you can't make this shit up. Warhammer said, nah, I think she got tired of the kids and snap. She might have. Still, to me, that's some baby mama terrorist shit. Because They always say if you don't want to be around them kids, what you could do, take them to the shelter. You could take them to the Catholic church. You could take them to the hospitals. You could take them to the fire station. You can take them to the police station. You can take wherever you want to take them to. You can take them to the restaurant. You can take them wherever you want to take them to. You will not get charged. Hell, you can take them to the state. We got Mr. O up in the building. What's going on, bro? You there, fam? Let me see.
Yo.
Mr. O, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
You come on twice. But yeah, what's good, Mr. O?
Man, I just saw, man, see, this whole thing about...
She mad because she couldn't run the streets. That's all it was. She mad because she can't run the streets. She got the kids. She's stressed out. New York is expensive as shit. She mad because she can't run the streets.
Hey,
she making up excuses and playing on a psych thing.
I already know you from New York too. I know you gonna get out. Let Mr. O go ahead and say what he gonna say.
I'm from Brooklyn. Shit.
That's what I know. Mr. O, go ahead, Mr. O. Go ahead. Hey,
yo, man, I'm just like, man, we need to stop letting the justice system see the chicks been watching too many movies. Look, these chicks been watching too many movies. They think they could just do all crazy stuff and get off, man. We need to hold these chicks accountable. And these chicks ain't crazy, man. Y'all be letting these chicks think they crazy and assume that they crazy. These chicks ain't crazy, man. I'm not even trying to buy it. Talking about postpartum, all that bullshit, man. Look,
that's what I saw on Instagram when I looked it up. A lot of them was talking about she got postpartum. I didn't entertain that either. And I was looking at the comments. One of them called her a child. I'm like, she 20. A lot of people like, she 24. She ain't no child. So that's I got the postpartum from Instagram. That wasn't from the news or anywhere else. That was from, the Instagram, them baby mama Ted supporters, of course. So, but that you in New York too, ain't you?
No, I'm in Chicago, bro.
Oh, you in Chicago too?
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, Chi-Town, baby, Inglewood.
Man, I'm getting old, bro. I got a lot of people from New York I talk to, man. A lot of y'all from New York, and when I talk to New York, they be knowing or they know who it is or know the area. They live over there. You can't make this shit up. But yeah, man, you know how it is in Chicago, man. It ain't no different. Ain't no
whatsoever. I try to stay away from them.
You already know then.
Yeah, bro, I try to stay away from them.
Say no more. You in Inglewood. So yeah, shit. So your thoughts is basically, ain't no postpartum depressive. And do you think that exists?
Me personally, I could say it does exist, but we let people be unaccountable for their action, and they can use stuff like this to just get away with murder. I mean, how dare y'all chicks be talking about y'all the most educated? Y'all could, y'all put yourselves on a moral high ground above us men. So you mean tell me that y'all morally superior to us? So y'all go ahead and justify her just throwing out her baby out there in the middle of the street. Y'all justify it with postpartum, right? You can't make this shit up.
Nah, you can't. Nah, 100%, bro. Nah, you can't. You can't, fam. Now, in my opinion, as far as postpartum depressive, from what I read, I think it is a such thing. But I'm not going to sit back and say every woman that go through some fuck shit like this to say, oh, she postpartum. I am not trying to hear that shit. I'm not. No. Like I told y'all, a lot of people use certain things too loosely as a way to dumb down what the fuck they did in the cover up. Scapegoat shit. When I hear they say, well, I'm a single mother. What the fuck they got to do with you doing the crime, bitch? You still do the fucking crime. Whether you single mother, married, or don't even have kids. What the fuck you talking about?
Oh, I'm a single father. I gotta sell drugs. I gotta rob people. I gotta kill people just to protect my kids before going to child support.
I never heard of a single father ever say I'm a single father and I robbed the bank because I had to save my kids. They just robbed the bank, and they might have did try to do it for their kid, but I never heard them say I'm a single father. You can't make this shit up. You cannot. Jason, now you get come on in, man, because you actually live in Brooklyn. Jason, you there? Man, you probably got.
I'm here.
Oh, go ahead,
Can you hear
bro.
me? Can you hear me?
You live in Brooklyn, So I know
All
you know
right,
what's up.
let me tell you.
Yeah, we in here.
All right, yeah, I live in Brooklyn, and I come from a mother of 10 kids.
Hey, bro. Hey, Jason. Hey, break, Jason. You sound like. Hold on. You sound like DJ Kid. Your phone going to double.
I'm coming back in. I'm gonna come back
Okay.
in.
All right, cool. I'm gonna let Nicholas chime in. Nicholas J.
I'm coming back in. I'm gonna come back in.
Man, he sound like DJ Kid up this motherfucker. What's
Hey,
going
man.
on?
You know what? I'm over here in Germany, right?
I
read this fucking story. Huh?
Is it you?
Yeah, I watched this story, man. This is some bullshit. I was at work and I read this shit, man. Like, how the fuck? How did they let her? Well, she was mental something, whatever the hell. Man, I don't give a fuck if she was mentally unstable or not. You had all them kids. You in there by yourself. You ain't got no man. Whose problem is that? Whose fault is that? Man.
Bro, hey, nigga, that's you. I think you the DJ.
Huh?
I'm hearing doubles and like.
Yeah, me too. Hold on, let me turn this shit down. What the hell?
Yeah, I think it's you.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think we're
I
good
thought
now.
it was Jason, man.
There we go.
Doubles and like. Yeah, me too. Hold on, let me turn.
Yeah, you still doing it, bro.
Hold on.
Let me turn the sound down on my thing here. Hold on a second, yo.
Yeah, just beauty.
Oh, damn.
I thought it was Jason. My bad.
Hold on a second, yo.
Yeah, just beauty. You is in the studio.
Hello?
Yeah, I seen like both.
Yeah, let me tell you. And you asked me, I'm supposed to excuse this. I come from a mother of 10 kids, and if she made it, I'm supposed to excuse that? I mean, explain this to me. I'm supposed to excuse her. I'm supposed to make an excuse for her mental illness. Man, my mother had 10 kids, begging the father to take these goddamn kids. Because my mother wasn't.
Your mother had 10 kids?
Yeah, my mother used to take the kids and go drop them off at the father's house and run away. She used to force them kids on the fathers. So how I'm supposed to buy this? My mother got 10 kids, going from shelter to shelter, trying to get us a place to stay. And if she ain't throw us out the window, how I'm supposed to accept this? She need to be thrown in jail, and we just need to throw the key away. That's it.
Period.
You know, I would say death penalty, but that's too good for a person like that. The death penalty is actually a way out. People need to stay in jail for the rest of their life when they do things like this. Because if my mother got 10 kids and she made it, and one of her sons is a doctor, I can't buy that excuse.
You know why I can't buy that excuse? Because look, these kids between the ages of 10 to about 25, they had the most better opportunities than any other previous generation. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Like, I ain't have my mama. I'm like, look.
We got DJ Nicholas up in the building. I'm gonna let DJ Nicholas. You gonna come with some logic. Go ahead, Nick.
Yo, like this is asinine. Like we had too much information. We had too much societal pressures put up on us. So I ain't trying to hear about no disorder, dysfunction, because y'all celebrate this shit. Y'all put y'all kids in check. Y'all put your own selves in check. Now look at us. We are basically patients in the same style, and they gave it a peace. Now we running loose. No order, no structure. Now we want to blame everybody. Except for us. Can't make this shit up.
Not at all. Not at all, DJ Nicholas. You're doing your thing.
The minute get a girl every excuse in the world, man.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm gonna mute you right quick, Nicholas. Here's the thing. Ain't no excuse. I can't do that because, like I said, if it was a single father or a man that did some shit like this, ain't no excuse in the world why he do the, go kill his kid, throw his kid out the window. Even if he say he's struggling and he can't take it no more, they ain't going. You know what I'm saying? So I can't make no justification on what she did. I want to give a shout out to Simply a Diva, $10 donation. As a real estate broker in New York City for many years, I meet so many mothers like this, and they all got their kids One of my clients rode on her child and had got pregnant the next month. I be goddamn. Shout out to Simply a Diva. Y'all heard that, right? Or y'all read it? Yeah. G West says to stop the echo, someone needs to mute their computer. If using two devices like a phone, computer, mute one. So Nicholas, mute one of your devices that you got. Look, you might be got the phone and the computer. Do that. That should be able to help it.
Hey, another thing, Mr. Palmer, like we basically pretty much every generation around us have pretty much watched all and read all types of stuff growing up. So a lot of people put in their mind in a little fairy tale head that they could concoct some of the stupidest, preposterous things imagine and get away with it. And when shit don't go their way, this is what you get. When you give children too many options. Like literally, you give them too many options to do what they want to do, and they get mad at the results. They get mad and they start doing animalistic behavior. Case in point, when in a lion kingdom, you know what I'm saying? The lion is if the kids don't want to do right, she end up killing them.
Yeah, that's true.
Vice versa. If a new lion takes over pride, what happens to them little cubs from the previous pride? They get destroyed.
Yeah.
Don't we do that as everybody like, what you mean by that? All right, so when you little niggas go ahead so-called get with these chicks, become stepdaddy ass niggas, and the kid don't end up doing what you tell them to do, they talking about you and their daddy, some of these crazy pooky ass niggas is killing y'all kids. And as you some y'all single fathers, y'all take care of y'all kids, and you get mad when your baby mom start bringing around all types of knuckleheads and they end up killing your kid, how would you feel?
And you know what? Should be mine. Yeah. Now the thing is, what I tell you guys out here, please protect your seed. Just like the people saying in here, protect your seed, because you don't want to have a kid with somebody that's dangerous as this. Now we all deal with some low life piece of shit baby mama terrorists, but I ain't heard nobody in here yet say they baby mama terrorists that dangerous to throw their kids out the window or kill their kids. The thing is, this is why I say what I say. Even if you get the point you want to have sex with a woman, I say they got to earn that ping, because this shit right here could be your child getting thrown out the window, all because you want to do a quick hit, or you thought you saw how easy it was, or opportunity, or you paid for it, or whatever. You have to protect yourself, because when you have that kid is the one who's gonna hurt and suffer. And who knows? Because they say the little baby, the newborn, who knows? They say she in critical condition. Whether if she make it, how she gonna be long term? You know, and this right here is a prime example. Even though we talk about these baby mama terrorists and they ain't shit, she deserved the death penalty, and she chose single motherism and everything else. This is why
I say castrate her.
I agree, but this is why I still tell us as men who got sense to watch who you have sex with, because whoever this dude is, he didn't care. He didn't watch who he had sex with, because evidently he ain't around. You know what I mean? He didn't care. And this is another child gone down the drain, because if she lived, this baby lived, you don't know what she's going to be like physically or mentally. So then she might end up being just like this. And then here go another, a bloodline of a baby mama terrorist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the baby mama terrorist threw the kids out the window. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I will say we definitely on this, you definitely have to be careful who we deal with, man. Especially somebody you're just trying to get a quick hit from. Definitely with that, man. We got Jaylon up in the building. What's going on, bro? What's your thoughts?
What's up? Yeah, I just believe this is some demonic stuff right here. This is just evil, cruel. I mean, I'm very angry that this happened. There's no excuse. Now, if this was a man that did this, there's no way in hell we would have got away with this. I don't understand, how are they able to get away with this? What is it like? What are these dudes gaining by letting these women get away with stuff like this? I don't get it. Like
It's
we
the taxpayers, bro, and the politicians, bro. They look. Ladies are the most majority of all races. Are the majority votes. With as long as they keep on doing the voting power at they whims right now, we'll never win. That's why Rome fell. That's why Babylon fell. That's why any other civilization fell, because they make the woman into God.
Yeah. This is just ridiculous. Like I said, like y'all said, say that again.
You in New York or nah?
Nah, I'm in Georgia.
Detroit? Oh, you in the Midwest? You already know what's up. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I'm just it don't make no sense how they can get away with something like this, and we just paid this away in society where women can just do pretty much whatever they want and get away with it. And I agree with like one of the dudes saying in the panel, she need her ability to have kids need to be taken away from her. She need a vasectomy.
I agree 100%.
She need to stay the rest of her life in prison. Never see the light of day.
Yep. But you know that old saying, my body, my choice.
But dig this here, but we gotta pay for it either way it go. That's crazy. It's her body, her choice. But who pays for Planned Parenthood? Who has to pay for all these medical devices and all this other bullshit that they go ahead and insert into their damn bodies? Who has to take care of the so-called ones and become ward of the state? Who has to take care of the ones that not being taken care of by deadbeat baby daddies? So in words, who really is in charge?
Us.
Yeah.
So chicks, again, your body, your choice, but why we gotta pay for it? You strong and independent. This what the deal was supposed to be was. This was been force fed down my throat since I was about 5 years old. That y'all equal, y'all can do whatever y'all want. Y'all got all these birth controls, y'all can sleep with whoever y'all want. Y'all got as much powers as we is. Why are we still talking about this in 2021? What have y'all not did and conquered that y'all supposedly did and conquered?
Anybody want to answer that? Man, it's crickets in the motherfucker on that.
Yeah, I know, because people really got you. Okay. They frontal lobe. You really got to critically think. And we give women everything, and they still design everything.
It really got quiet. Shit. Oh man. Okay. Shit.
But I mean, look, they can go ahead and sleep with who they want to sleep with, right? Listen, they can sleep with who they want to sleep, right? Check. But it's our fault when they sleep with who they want to sleep with. And then when the wall comes, we don't give them attention, and we give it to young women. They like, oh, y'all pedophiles. But at the same time, when you was as a young chick, you only wanted to deal with older dudes because dudes your age was too immature, aka broke. Now you broke, and now you tossed and scarred, and now we evil men. Get the fuck out of here.
Don't forget you gay and you peen little and everything else. Don't forget those.
Oh, all right. Look, y'all say all that. Y'all hang with the Rainbow Brigade. I ain't got nothing against y'all. Whoever you want, go ahead and say they part of the Rainbow Brigade. I ain't got nothing against y'all. It's y'all body, y'all choice too. For real. I don't want to pay for it either. When y'all get all these diseases, when y'all get all this on what's the name, so y'all in the same boat with them chicks. So I don't want to hear them wallows and cries either. You know, big. So ladies, y'all want to go ahead and hang with them, get y'all swag from them. Y'all even dress like them now. I can't even tell the difference between a woman and training. And y'all go ahead and say the dudes that want to go and live right, don't want to, it got standards, got morals and values. You call us them? Like, you want us to go ahead and wife you up? Are you really?
You know what? I want to answer this question. Inshallah, he says, so what do you do to protect your seat after you already had a child with the BMT? Going to court is an uphill battle nowadays. Now I could answer that, and a lot of people in here can answer this. Sometimes we as men learn the hard way, and you fight if you can fight. If you're able to fight, learn your laws in the state. You definitely don't talk to baby mama Ted. You get all the receipts and everything else. If you allow to talk to your child or be around your child, you try to be the best father you can, and don't be trying to manipulate, do the shit she do. That's all you can do. But you can also do it like I did and what I'm doing. You tell your story. You teach me and how and other brothers not to be in this type of situation, because you might have got married and it went left. You might have been in a long-term relationship. The kid might have been playing everything else. You know what I'm saying? You learn not to be going through this situation 2 and 3 times. You know, now in your situation, hopefully you got a chance. But if you don't have that chance and the kids manipulated and setting you up for failure, you're getting sick, you lose your livelihood, keep your veins cold and wash your hands and move on. Because like he said, going to court is uphill and back. Yeah, it is.
Look, hey, Mr. Palmer, I know that you are the king and master of understanding the child support system. That's why I revert you to some of my guys when I tell them that, look, that's not the state of being on child support that ruin your life. It's the system surrounding child support that actually ruin your life. You dig? Yeah. So you mean they be like, but I only got to pay $100. Like, look, dude, you paying $100. That's good. You know how many other dudes that's paying $1,000 a month on child support and they got to keep a steady job? What if they lose that job? What if they get injured? What they go to jail for back child support? They can't even pay the child support, and they still got to pay more child support after that child support.
Right.
So why? So you don't want to get no women. So that's why I began to do like, look, dog. Y'all not messing with no virgins. Look, y'all not messing with no virgins.
Speaking of somebody, you know what, though, bro? Speaking of somebody that know the laws and stuff like that, we got my boy Face Facts. He's from New York, and he know the laws real good when it comes to that. Maybe he could put some more dissecting on this situation. Before I say that, I want to give a shout out to Denise X for tuning in. Shout out to you, sister. And we got my boy Christian Joyce. What's up, Pride from Chicago? Face Facts. I know you could talk about this situation. What's going on with you, brother?
What's going on, Mr. Palmer? I'm doing good. Stuck in a little bit of New York traffic.
I hear it in the background. I'm so glad you tuned in on this because I know you can definitely speak on this as well as Jason did, actually. So yeah, tell them your thoughts on this.
All right. Well, it's 2 ways. You can do it. You can do it economically. I would suggest that anybody who's considering having children, based on how much you make, either have anywhere between 50 grand to 100 grand saved up in a bank account somewhere, or like an investment account where the money can't be touched unless you're married. If you want to do it socially through the court, what you have to do at all times, and you have to be consistent, you have to let the courts know that mom is very irresponsible and incapable. Because the story that you're talking about today, right, the first thing they'll say is, well, if the mother was so bad, why didn't the father say anything? So you have to be consistent. When things like this happen, you can directly blame the court. The court does not want to take accountability for a bad parent. So what they try to do is they try to coerce the men into making an agreement. Most of you who have custody arrangements or child support orders do not have a judgment. You have a consented agreement. If you look at your child support order or your custody order, I'm pretty sure that says on consent. They do not like to make judgments in these cases. Most of the time, they just get you to agree to something. Hello?
What happened? He dropped or something? Yo.
Yeah,
everything good? Yo.
I think I
Can
cut
y'all
out.
hear me?
I don't know.
Mr. Palmer, you still there? So I was gonna say like this situation, I might as well go ahead and keep talking to Mr. Palmer come back. Yeah,
shit. My bad. I'm talking with the fucking mute we run this shit. I feel like a dumb baby mama terrorist,
bro. Hey man, we thought the studio was over with. We thought we got clear.
Nah, my bad, y'all, man. Cause I saw narrator put to it. I had to look around. I was like, damn, mute. I kept the shit on mute, talking and shit. But you know, Cottage Grove, y'all. But no, face facts. What I was asking was, what's your? I know you was talking about, you know, like the system. You right, 100%. What's your thoughts on her throwing her kids out the window and her jumping, doing the same shit? And for people saying that, oh, it's postpartum depressive and she had mental issues. Do you believe in that, or you think like, nah, she knew what was going on, she made her choices, hey, it's on her?
Well, I have to be honest, right?
I want to hear it. I want to hear it, bro.
The validity of all the postpartum stuff. I mean, I'd say that some people have it, but not all. What happens is people know that they can always use that as an excuse. Now, I don't want to make light of people who have like legitimate mental issues, but the problem is in our society, especially for women, we create a culture where people can lie and not be held accountable. So the problem is just like with the whole grape situation, right? When you have people who lie about a serious issue, it makes it hard for the people who legitimately need the help. So she could have had issues, but a lot of times when women do that, they feel like it's a way to hurt the father. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's like somebody lying about rape. You got so many motherfuckers lying about being raped and sexually assaulted that like I can't take you seriously.
Right.
So I agree.
That happened to a family member of mine recently. That's crazy. A chick he been polling since, you know, saying they was like teenagers, and she get mad because he had another girl at a crib and she couldn't get what she wants from him, and she gonna yell out rape the next day.
Right.
Man, you can't make this shit up, man. But yeah, this the actual picture of her right here. The other picture was what I had got off Instagram. Like I say, people trying to play victim and make excuses. I ain't buying it. I ain't going. Ain't no excuse. You know, ain't no excuses. J-Line, was there anything else you wanted to say about this? He must not still be here. Mr. O, anything else you want to say about this before we go to the next?
Yeah, man. See, today's culture, it was started by a group of they old now, but it was started by a group of individuals that wanted to be adolescents forever by being stupid and selfish, and they made 4 generations of stupid, selfish individuals. This is what I'm about to say, and when I say this particular woman know what she was doing, and she did it anyway because she's selfish. She couldn't have her way. Someone gave her some babies, even though she basically laid on her back, got pregnant. So it is her body, her choice. So it's her body, her choice that decided that she said, F this crap. I'm tired of these kids, and I'm going to throw them out the window, and I'm naked because I want to go ahead and live my hot girl summer and live the rest of my life. I hate to tell you, a lot of people, these chicks are in your family. Some of y'all aren't sleeping with these kind of chicks, and y'all, the reason why you let this stuff go around, because that's exactly what y'all want to do. Y'all want easy pickings with these type of chicks because y'all ain't got no moral fibers or no dick discipline. Some of you do make me sick to my stomach. For real.
And that's why I'm telling men we have to change the laws in our mind. Not saying that y'all had sex with somebody, you know, random, nothing like that, but I'm just talking about us as a whole, because I didn't do it either. You know, a lot of us planned our kids. A lot of us want to be fathers. A lot of us did it the right way. A lot of us in long-term relationship, but we just say as a whole, even though we're not in that category, we still have to say we as men have to, especially black men, have to definitely keep our opinion in order. That's why I say to the point where they have to earn that. They have to earn having a conversation, earn coming to your house, earn to, if you do want to have a kid, earn to get married, earn anything. You got to earn that shit. They do it to you. Believe me.
Exactly.
You got to earn to get that cat. Believe me. And
Yo, Mr. Palmer, you just said something real poignant. They do that to us, right? But look, who is the producer? Who is the producer agenda? Who produces the most? Who's a depreciating asset? Who gets older? Who lose their value as they get older? Who gains more value as they get older?
Women lose value when they get older.
And who gains value? If he lives right and do right, go ahead and get on his business.
Men, that's a fact.
So I found the audacity that we gave these chicks the benefit of the doubt. We tried to make them so equal what's the name? We try to put them on equal playing field. Hell, I don't even believe all men are created equal, but y'all want equality from us? You can't make this shit up.
And this is why I say, you know, in certain aspect, we need to think like women, because a lot of women is not gonna let you have sex with them if you ain't give them a reason for them to open their legs. I ain't talking about no rat, a hoe, a low life. I'm talking about somebody that's like, I ain't going. I'm not finna have sex with you. I ain't finna get knocked up and I ain't married to you. You gonna earn this. You know what I'm saying? We have to do the same thing. And it don't have to be when we get married or hey, you wanna have a conversation with me, you gotta have a reason why I should listen to you. To even get to that level to even think about having sex with that person. This is how we got to think, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh man, you want some sissy shit because man, what's wrong with you trying to get some? Ain't nothing wrong with that. And if you're gonna do that, you still have to definitely protect yourself because something could happen. You can be set up, you know, the condom break, anything else, or maybe you got a vasectomy and you having sex with random women knowing you can get them pregnant, but now you find out she got a disease that you can't get rid of. So you still have to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Now you ain't got no kids with her, but you got something that you can't get rid of, and that you don't want to get in your.
And that's a topic all into itself, though, Mr. Palmer. This is what I love. This is what I love about science, right? So, you know, these women today actually prove my theory every time to the T by looking at all these chicks. So you mean tell me 4 or 5 of y'all got the same baby daddy? Okay, now dig this here. What if y'all ain't had babies? What was that nigga had the package? Won't y'all be the same 5 women out here trying to pass out that same shit to good old dudes? You know what I'm saying? The same way you be trying to pass us these damn babies.
Right.
The dudes don't even think like that. They just think, oh man, she got fat. I know that pussy going. I said, bro.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right there. We have to change the laws in our mind. We have to make change with ourselves. Child support is not going to change no time soon, if ever in our lifetime. A lot of these baby mama tears gonna be who they is for the rest of their lives. They're gonna raise future baby mama tears and sympathy. So you cannot change other people who do not want to be changed. So what you have to do is change yourself. You have to fix yourself. Get yourself in order. What put you in this situation in the first place? Do you really love yourself? So if you don't really love yourself, then you need to do something about fixing yourself so you can love yourself. You do that, then you have to take accountability. That's the first order of business. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say what I say, because we could talk about child support all day long. We talk about these baby mama tears all day long, these sympathy forces, but these niggas is not going to change. They're going to be who they are for the rest of their life on their deathbed. They don't give a fuck about themselves. They don't love themselves. Who makes you think they're going to change for themselves and love you or look out for you or change to let you be a father? These motherfuckers are who they are and they will never change. A few of them, they do realize it, and a lot of times it's too late. Or a lot of times it's like, it's too late. Fuck you, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say we have to change the laws in our mind, because there's gonna be more people jumping out the window with their kids and throwing their kids out the window. But what I'm not gonna sit back and accept is the fact that, oh, yeah, she had issues. She had mental issues. She didn't have mental issues when she opened them legs. She didn't have mental issues when she kept the first kid. She didn't have mental issues when she kept the second kid. Motherfucker, you knew from the first kid what's gonna happen when you had a second kid. I ain't trying to hear that shit. So, like I said, I ain't going off no postpartum shit. You made a choice. Yeah, she chose. Yeah, she tossed 2 kids out the window, bro, and she jumped out her damn self. Talking about she tired of being alone.
See, so this really proves my theory again. Y'all chicks, stop saying y'all strong and independent, because when push comes to shove, when you really ain't got no man and ain't no man checking for y'all actually fucking fold. So stop with this so-called, I could do all bad by myself. Y'all can't. We can.
Right. Facts.
Look, I tell the chick, like, girls like, but hey, don't you get lonely? I said, shorty, look, I'm one of God's chosen people. I could be alone by myself and still have God's thoughts in my head and won't never be lonely. You can't even say the same thing. I could go ahead and make money. I could travel the world, find all types of enjoyment. I'm my own best company. Can you say the same thing?
Facts. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I say we don't have the power to change others, but we do have the power to change ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's no different from what I said before with this do for self. Why do you want to go ask government daddy for handouts and ask somebody else for handouts when you have the power to do it for yourself? A lot of times they don't want to because they want the handout. They want the pity. They want somebody to look out for them. They want to be led blind leading the blind. You know what I'm saying?
No, they scared to take risks. See, everybody want to follow another man's plan instead of following the plan that was set for you. You cannot keep on doing the same stuff the other dudes do because everybody else is doing it. Ain't gonna be enough room for you.
Well, that's one thing, but the fact of the matter is they don't want to do nothing else. They don't. Even with opportunity in they motherfucking face, they don't want that. Why should they do that when they could do nothing and get just as much?
They want low risk and high rewards. That's how dudes function. They want low risk and high rewards. That's why they smash the easiest chicks available because they don't want to put the time and effort to attract the right woman into their lives. If she doesn't fit, she doesn't fit. Stop trying to go and make these chicks try to fit into your lives.
I put like this then. If that's the case with these new 2021 niggas like that, don't come on my motherfucking platform to my man, this bitch got me set up for failure, blah, blah, blah. Nah, niggas on you. And I have no sympathy for you.
Look, she coming into your kingdom. Like, dudes, do y'all even know that y'all boss? Like, you gotta treat yourself like Malcolm X said, you your own corporation, dog. But y'all talking about y'all do boss shit. Like, y'all don't even run your lives like bosses. Y'all treat yourselves like employees. And then you think this woman gonna look up to you like a boss? No, dude, she gonna look at you like she your boss. And you her secretary. That's how these dudes get played nowadays. I'd rather be single, have no woman, than have one woman think she can run me. Period.
And beyond on some real shit, God damn it, I even tell women on here, you have to change the laws in your mind. You want to keep dealing with a dude that you know ain't shit because he got a big dick. You want to fuck around with him, and he knock you up, and you'll be baby mama Tez number 8, and then you want to call him a deadbeat. That's your fault. And that's what I'm saying. That falls even with y'all. You have to change the laws in your mind, take accountability, fix yourself, and love yourself because you don't love yourself. You having a bunch of kids with a bunch of niggas you know ain't shit. And then you want to got the nerve to try to talk disrespect him when you the one accepted the shit, knew what was up. You know what I'm saying? You have to do the same thing if you want to make change. But if you don't want to make change, then shut your mouth. Just shut your mouth. Just keep doing you and just stay the fuck away from me because I ain't going. I'm definitely ain't going because I'll be damned if I go through what I went through before. I ain't have no more motherfucking kids. That's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing too, before I want to let you go on, bro. Another thing is too, see, women want to keep on using the women from the 40s and 50s. Now look, them women in the 40s and 50s, y'all chicks really thought they were just sitting around the house doing nothing all day, just waiting for y'all to come home from school. No, especially our great grandmas. Look, they was going into these white women's kitchen, cleaning their cribs up. The so-called quote unquote life they think about 40s and 50s, that was for the white woman. Y'all ass was still scrubbing her kitchen, going to the store for her, doing her errands and all that good stuff. You still had to come home to your husband who just got to do a 10, 12-hour shift at the plant. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, this whole philosophy, y'all think y'all just gonna stay in the house, don't do nothing, and not even do nothing for your man. That is crazy. And you dudes that allow these shits because she's fine as hell, y'all think y'all did all that work, then you treating her like she's a reward and she gonna do everything. See, that's why I get mad about this society. Y'all follow these rappers, these athletes, and once these dudes get run through the ringer, y'all look at these stuff like, oh, why that happened? I thought he had the power. Like, no, he didn't. Just because you give a kid $1 million don't mean he ain't a kid. He gonna run through that $1 million.
Facts, 100%. So and that right there is why I say what I say about this situation. You can't make this shit up. But we're gonna go to this next one. This happened in 2014. This right here happened in 2014. This is old, and they just now. If you see this. Fat face motherfucking baby mama Tez on the right. This is the one who sold her child for $500. And this is pervert Zaddy on the left who paid her $500 to have sex with her baby and doing pornography with the baby. And she sat there and watched the motherfucker. This happened in 2014. I'm gonna read this out. I didn't see no video clip of this. But I remember this years ago. I remember this. And this was in Indiana. Gary, Indiana. And for those who in Chicago know Gary, Indiana is like what? 10 to 15 minutes away?
Indianimals.
Exactly. Indianimals. Shout out to Lillian S. Where you been at, girl? I'm going to read it. What in the world? This man paid this woman $500. She's not a woman to me, but paid this baby mama Tess $500 to have sex with her baby, and now he's going to jail for 55 years. Like I said, this is him on the left, and this the motherfucker on the right. Her name is Natisha Hillard. That's her name. His name is Christopher Boyle, B-O-U-R. So like sour, I'm gonna say Boer. Christopher Boer paid Natisha Hillard to have sex with her baby on nearly 10 different occasions. 10 different occasions. He was 40 years old at the time of Gary, Indiana. Will be spending the rest of his life in federal prison for sexually molesting an infant on nearly 10 different occasions during a 1-year period. He reportedly paid Natasha Hillard $500 to have sex with her 4-month-old infant girl. Now, don't tell me this motherfucker got postpartum depression and shit. She tired of being alone. She's stressed. She got issues. He paid her $500. A 4-month-old little girl, an infant. You can't make this shit up. He pleaded guilty to buying a child for sex, possessing child pornography, and 3 counts of producing child pornography. The judge rejected his request for the mandatory minimum of 30 years in prison, saying that his crime was too horrific and sentenced Bauer to a life sentence plus 55 years to be served consecutively. In all honesty, much of the evidence in here is very disgusting. The judge said after seeing the pictures of Bauer engaging in lewd acts with the baby. He also noted that Bauer showed no remorse for his crime and bragged about having sex with babies in text conversations with a friend. I'll be goddamn. Bauer initially told police that he only possessed child pornography, but had never sexually touched a child. However, a week later, police discovered images on his computer showing him having sex with the infant. He told the judge that he developed an addiction to pornography about 3 years ago, and as a result, he lost control of his life. But he claims that now he is cured of his addiction because of his arrest and the time he spent in jail. But of course, that did not change anything. Yeah, he probably felt, like he was cured when them niggas were beating his ass and doing what the fuck they were doing to him. Meanwhile, Natisha Hillard, the baby's mother, has also pleaded guilty in the case and is awaiting her sentencing. She admits to being in the room with Bauer and the baby when he was committing the acts. What in the world? She was there.
Part cheerleading and shit.
Yeah, exactly. She allowed it. She was paid. Now, do this motherfucker got postpartum depression? She got issues. She don't want to be alone either. What the fuck?
Again, I blame dudes. I blame us. See, I gotta blame us first, Mr. Palmer. We need to do process of elimination. Nature gave us this will. They gave us this thought. She's not worthy to sleep with. So why is y'all keep and she knows that she's not worthy to sleep with. That's why she does the things with her child that she does with the thing. Look, we gotta let some people die out, but nobody, no, us men.
Yeah, I agree with that, because even in the Bible, when the old heads they want to do the Lord's work, what did he say? Let them die out and let the future handle that. You 100% right. Even in the Bible, say that for those who read that. So, like I say, you can't make this shit up. This shit goes on often. It's just this was a big case back then, and a lot of people probably forgot about it because it was years ago. A lot of people probably didn't even know nothing about it because they didn't put it out for the nation to see. Probably was only in Indiana, Wisconsin, the Midwest. This shit, you can't make this shit up. But these the ones they say love their kids. These the best fits. These the ones that government daddy would look out for. Father can't get the child because, hey, shit, he make the money while we're giving to you. That's less than our $51 billion.
Yeah, see, I was raised by my father all my life. My mom died when I was 8, and I compare myself to people that was raised by a single mom. And I'm like, man, I might not be in a great financial state, but at least I got a level head compared to some of these, man. It's like I'm talking to habitual children.
Now check this out. Gary mom gets 24-year sentence in infant pornography case. How the fuck does she get 24 years and this dude get life? And she was there, like you say, cheerleading. I think she should have got the same shit that he got. Why does this motherfucker get only 24 years? She got a chance to get out and still live her motherfucking life. Now she was there. The baby wasn't kidnapped. The baby wasn't forced out of her hand. He didn't put a gun to her head. He paid her $500 fucking. And she admitted to this shit, plead guilty, and she get 24 fucking years? But I'm the deadbeat? What the fuck?
The state don't want to take care of her for all that time. She's probably going to get out earlier than that.
Right. And not only that, they know she can have another kid. And if she have another kid, that's still more money, more Section 8, more link cards, more child support if she get that, more vouchers and everything else. I told you, don't ever tell me that this system is not gender biased. Yeah, it's gender biased on family court, child support, but they gender biased on being pedophile, the gender biased on hurting their kids. They get leniency and everything else. This bitch got 24 fucking years. She should have got the death penalty for even allowing this shit in the first fucking place. And just like IME said, 24 years means time served with 10 on probation. Watch. That's right. Shake my head. Yeah. This motherfucker ain't gonna do no 24 years.
Yeah. And she might get less than 10 and she agrees to take therapy.
She is not. Exactly. I agree to take therapy. I agree to tell my story. I agree to seek help. I agree to not to get in no trouble and shit like that. Man, she finna get out of like 5 years.
I agree to blame father for abandoning me and forcing me to sell my child.
You said,
hey,
what,
Mr. Palmer? Hey, Google this story too.
Go ahead, bro.
I said Google this story. That was a judge before, right? Now then, I forgot what judge it was.
Hold on. Face Facts was saying something. Go ahead, Face.
Go ahead, my brother.
I said she's gonna agree to say that the father abandoned her. She was forced to tell her child to do that.
Right. I didn't have no mom. I was in the system. I ain't know no better. And this is why I tell y'all again. Even Tim just said it. We need to start doing background checks on everyone before dealing with them. And y'all be thinking I be trying to joke when I say you have to interview the people you fucking around with thoroughly because you don't know who you dealing with. And even their background might tell a tale. She might not be doing it, but the background tells a lot. It tells a lot. A lot of women dealt with guys that she didn't even know that he was in jail for certain things because, he clean, he working, he in a good area. But then later on, she get with dude. She found out this dude went to jail for attempted rape or attempted murder or whatever, child abuse or whatever. But it's too late after the fact because now you got to kill this nigga. And there you go because we didn't do our due diligence. We didn't look it up. We didn't do that. Now, back in the day, let's be real. We didn't do none of that shit because, we went off the person, went off around, certain things. But in this day and age, you definitely got to be careful. This was in 2014. So this some years ago. This not old like that. So that's what I'm saying. We definitely have to watch who we deal with. And how much you want to bet this bitch got out of jail, somebody hit this shit, and they might even know what the fuck she did. I ain't gonna give a fuck. Some goof ass nigga ain't gonna get no fuck. And even if he don't know, he not finna thoroughly search her. He gonna say, man, it's an easy hit, man. She got low self-esteem. I can get this tonight. I ain't gotta show my face and she ain't gotta show hers. You see what I'm saying? This right here, I shit you not. The system is designed to look out for them because these are the ones that's gonna profit off the next kid. She's gonna get pregnant again.
Yo, that's a story I was gonna try to tell you, Mr. Palmer, about a judge that chastised another BT 1000 BMT. This chick basically let her boyfriend have sex with her kid, and what's the name? He gets life, and the judge basically called her everything except for a child of God, and she basically acknowledged and agree with him, and just said, "I just need help." Right in the court, you can't make this stuff up. I don't know. You could Google that. There's a video of it for real, for real. You could just Google it.
Hey, yeah, I'll Google that, man, and I believe you. And how much she get in jail? How much time she get? Nothing.
None. He ain't even charged her with it. He just called her a disgusting human being and chastised her with verbally, and she's nodded like a damn dog and said, "Yup, I am. I just need some help, Judge. That's it."
Yeah, okay. See, that's what I'm saying, man. The system is designed to look out for these motherfuckers. I'm gonna read this off. It's quick. Gary, Indiana, Northwest Indiana. Mother learned her fate for selling her daughter for use in producing child pornography. Natisha Hillard of Gary was sentenced to 24 years in prison on Wednesday. Prosecutors said Hillard pleaded guilty to charges in connection with the sale of her infant daughter to 39-year-old Christopher Boyle of Gary. He was sentenced to life in prison last month, but she gets sentenced to 24 fucking years. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. These two motherfuckers right here. He get life, 24 years. She'll be out in 10, if that. Might even just do 5. Like you say, if she admit her faults, she do some counseling, she do them classes, she try to get her little GED degree or whatever she can get, she'll be out in no time. And they'll give her probation. And I guess I don't even think they're gonna make her register as a sex offender. I don't even think they're gonna let her even register as a sex offender. You can't make this shit up.
You can't, really.
No, not at all. But these the motherfuckers they say we have to protect and look out for. We got my boy from Cincinnati, man. What's going on?
What's good, man? I'm kind of salty, man. Usually you give me a little text so I can know what's going down, bro. I be thinking you about to be on that 6, man. I can't miss these, bro.
You didn't get it?
No, I ain't get it, man. 513 number, man. Make sure y'all stay in there, man.
Yeah, I got you.
I seen y'all on the fly, like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I got to come through. I got to come through, man. This is my shit.
I be trying. Sometimes I do it the last minute, man, because I'm like, let me get it out the way while I can. I don't know, I'm on the couch and shit. Sometimes I got to get off and run out the window. So, I
ain't even gonna perp like I heard a little bit. I heard the last 5 minutes. I'm like, man, so what's good? What's really good, man? I'm sorry, bro. Yo, you gotta text me, man. I mean, well, I gotta remember because you tell me 6 o'clock. You say 5, 6 Central and 6 Eastern time.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Lately, man, I've been all over the place, man, and all that shit, man. I'll make sure I have you locked in and keep you aware like everybody else, man, who number I got.
Please.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Please. I'm gonna fall back a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. We'll fall back. Okay.
So I can hear everything and come back. Yeah.
Okay. For sure. Want to give a shout out to Pan African black man going their own way. $20 donation. What if grab him by the pussy Trump was elected? Welfare entitlement and biased gender laws would have changed. Hell yeah, would have changed. He was even trying to do some change with the child support, man. But as soon as they did that, that's when he talking about grab him by the pussy shit. Yeah, of course, 100%. And that's why I say, but y'all voted Biden in, and look at all the shit he been doing. It ain't even been a year yet. Already.
Yeah. I blame us.
Oh no, I ain't blaming me. I blame them motherfucking baby mama tears, these Black Lives Matter motherfuckers. Yeah, 98% of them. Yeah, it's their fault. And they got sent off. They got used. He didn't do shit for Black Lives Matter. And these dumbass baby mama tears voted for this dude. These feminists, these Me Too's and all them motherfuckers. That's y'all motherfucking fault. Now you getting what y'all get. That's why I have no sympathy for whatever he do. He looked out for the Asians with a hate crime bill federally than the 400, 600 years that black men and women been going through forever. And ain't nobody passed no law for us, but y'all gonna pass a law for the Asians. And this Asian dude just shot a 6-year-old who was in his backyard trying to get his bike out. And ain't nobody even putting that on the news. They ain't even talking about this all on social media, man. People been talking about it left and right, man. But this is who y'all want to protect.
All thing black folks care about is get free money, living their best lives, taking trips, doing drugs, and get fucked by whoever attractive. That's it. That's all.
Right. You have one fucker like Natisha right here. Yeah, that's what they like. But shout out to my brother for the $20 donation. I definitely appreciate you, brother. 100%. You should have kept Trump in office. Like I said, I told people you should have kept Trump in office. Should have kept him in office. Shit. Because this motherfucker right here, man, he ain't doing shit for us. He ain't doing shit. He ain't talking about no reparations. You can forget about that. He ain't talking about that. She don't give a fuck about no reparations. He ain't no different. They all clan. Shit. You want to know the truth. But at least Trump would have did a lot of shit. He was alpha. And he wasn't for this feminist ass shit. And he wasn't for the bullshit that we go through when it comes to child support, because he been through that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Black men had more job, self-employments and shit when he was in office. Now they talking about black men are the highest when it comes to unemployment. Just that quick, man. That's why I say you can't make this shit up, man. But you know me, dumb nigga off Cottage Grove. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just a nigga on the couch.
I'm a nigga Inglewood on his porch smoking a cigar.
Exactly. Biden said no to reparation when he was running for office. He didn't say this shit after the fact. He said that shit while he was running. Just like Black Lives Matter. They told you in their website what they was about. Y'all motherfuckers entertain them anyway. So,
hell, even Bernie Sanders, even they other poster child before Biden, Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders. He didn't give a fuck about no reparations, even though the Jewish community been getting reparations for all these motherfuckers, for all that shit they went through. But again, like I said, these motherfuckers fall for the fuckery. I want to give a shout out to Sir Randolph, $4.99 donation. Trump was the first and the last black president, 100. I will say he did more for black people than Barack Obama.
Hey, we had Barack Obama. You would think with Barack Obama, we'll actually have got reparations. But no.
You know what? That's the sad part. I told y'all a while back. I think he did it beginning of this year, last year. He got a podcast too, or he was on a podcast, one of them actors, and he said why he didn't do the reparations. He said he do agree that black people should get reparations due to history and everything else, but the reason why he didn't do it while he was in office, he said, because, and y'all can look it up yourself, Google it. He said because he didn't want to make the middle class white people mad. So in other words, he just worried about what the white people say. This is what he said. Go look it out. Go look it up. Google it. Put in Barack Obama talks on reparations on podcast. It was some celebrity, some actor back in the day. And he said, yeah, he believed that we should get reparations, but he didn't want to do it because he didn't want to make the white middle class people mad. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, it's a lie too.
Yeah.
No, it's a lie. But I'm just saying.
But it's funny how that stuff only comes up during election time.
Exactly. That's why, and that's another reason why I say, yeah, we should get I agree, we definitely should get reparations, or the people are ancestors who, got ancestors who went through slavery and everything. But here's the thing, they're not gonna do it no time soon. So until then, we as people will have to do for ourselves and do what we gotta do to build wealth and build our community and shit like that. But unfortunately, the majority of these motherfuckers don't want to build shit because you got too many civil force, these baby mama terrorists and these dumbass simps. So we have to separate ourselves from them. You know what I'm saying? Right. People get mad and offended by it, but I'm just telling you the truth.
You heard what Mitch McConnell said, right?
Yeah.
About why they didn't want to give us reparations, right? Because he said they just gonna give it right back to us anyway. And look, after the stimulus, who passed Jeff Bezos to be the richest man on the planet? The owner of Louis Vuitton, or was it Gucci? Right. It was one of them.
Right. We as black people spend $1.7 trillion a year, or 1.2, but we spend that a year. And a lot of the money do not come. It don't stay in the community. It goes outside the community. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Denise X says, honestly though, who fucking that female on the screen? It ain't me, fam. I told you, these cats that don't, they see opportunity, they see a quick hit, they know they can get, they ain't disciplined. Oh, well, maybe they got low lies or low level thinking. They hate this. Maybe they just as fat as she is. I don't know. One of them is. I can't. I ain't going.
Here I come to save the day.
No. And I at least say we don't have no community. I agree to that too. You know what I'm saying? We got Yoga back in Atlanta. ATL, what's good, Brad fan? I know you got something to say.
Definitely. Can me, bro?
Oh yeah, we hear you. You cruising too, huh?
Yeah, it's out here in the Sandy Springs part of the town, making it do what it do. We just checking real estate, checking property, but just it's a lot going on in our society and our democracy and the theocracy that's out here, and I really say, fellas, Attorney Dennis Sperling laid down something the other night about how to protect your assets, set things up so you can really move out here and move and start a happy family and be protected. And I think we really got to put some time in the legal, looking at the legal realm, some self-studying, and how we dealing with our family situations and situations with our seeds. I think if we put more time and effort into looking at the law, looking at the history, and looking at our situations, I think that'll bring down a lot of the stress levels that we have associated with parent alienation, baby mama terrors, and things like that. So I'm always thinking about the brothers and how it affects us, and having outlets. So every time I'm on here, I'm always gonna get information of that. You got to take care of you, and remember, it's a fight, it's a battle, but you gotta de-stress and then come back. And the way to fight is to be more prepared. So the more looking at the law, the more making sure that you're taking care of yourself, the better you're gonna be for your kids in the long run. But
100%. I want to say, Pan African said single mama raised Pookie, Ray Ray, and Tyrone. He has a question. I will say no. I don't think all single mothers raised Pookie, Ray Ray, and Tyrone, but these baby mama terrorists who chose single motherism did. That I would never say all single mothers are the worst of the worst, and all single mothers are the bad of the bad, and evilness like that. But these baby mama terrorists who chose single motherism are. And unfortunately, though, they put both in the same category, and they say I ain't dealing with no single mother, and that's that. And
hey, I'm a single raised daddy, Tyrone. I'm different.
And right, and that's the preference, you know. But nah, in my opinion, nah, single mothers don't raise Pookie, Ray Ray, and Tyrone. But these baby mama terrorists who choose single motherism, they do. Them the ones who raise they Pookie, Ray Ray, Tyrone, and Chad and Billy the school shooter. You know what I'm saying? And Ali said single motherism is a threat to humanity. You know? So, but you don't hear the same thing when it comes to single fathers.
No, you never hear that.
You don't.
Actually, if we look at history, just right out of slavery, and we talking about the Reconstruction era, right out of slavery after the Civil War, when it was always a situation where in the Reconstruction era where the push was to be with a family. So because it was a lot of shaming and people being ostracized for having babies out of wedlock, and now in the family structure, we had more growth and man-led families. We had more politicians, more land ownership, more business ownership, all the way up into the Civil War. I mean, all the way up into the Civil Rights Movement, and then the integration and the feminist stuff. So we just take a look at history. So we have to realize that that's the cancer That's what took us off of our throne when we look back and say the great days and why the women ain't like our great grandmothers. That's what's going on, and we're not there. And it's like we acting like our society's still up. Our society is broken apart. When we gotta have platforms like Men Come Together like this, and all of us talk about we alienated from our kids. This is the bottom. This is the instant.
It is. No, it is.
Hey, I'm 34. I ain't got no kids. I refuse to stick my. I ain't trying to go through that same shenanigans I've seen other brothers do. And you know what? Ironically, it's not even women that be trying to put shame on my heart. It's other dudes out here that be trying to put shame on my heart. First of all, they be like, "Man, how you just you in your prime? How come you ain't chasing these giving out here for free?" I said, "Bro, I care too much about myself to catch a disease, go through any type of court drama. You know what I'm saying? I love my peace, quiet, and freedom, like Coach Greg Adams would say, homeboy. And I hate to say it to you, bro, about Reconstruction. You gotta understand from a pimp's mindset too. What was we when we was on the plantations? See, this is what we gotta get through our head. We was not people. We was caged animals, black man, and she was an insatiable whore, black woman. And they basically told us to go hold hand in hand and walk up to the north. They mingle with the free black folks that did the same shit. And now we procreate all them generations. Now you won't know what happened after Reconstruction. Let's go to the 1910s and the 1920s. We going through the same thing right now. We don't know what marriage is. We don't know what gender roles is. Everybody here just doing anything. It was calamity. Same thing by happening right now.
I can believe that 100%. I can't. That's what I say. I can't get mad at y'all who don't have kids who say, "Hey, man, I'm just gonna live the free agent lifestyle. I got a vasectomy, or I'm gonna do a surrogate." I tell y'all, get a surrogate. I'm not having no kids. I ain't getting married. I can't get mad at y'all. Say, "Man, you lame because you won't get married or because you won't have no kid." I respect you. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong with that.
That's a choice. It's a choice.
What that happens? That's natural in nature.
Right.
In nature, it goes like that.
Right.
All the animals.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, in nature, the animals don't reproduce when they're in an oppressed or stress situation. The animals won't reproduce like that in nature. Like all the animals won't get to reproduce. Like if it's a stress situation or something going on, only a few of the animals get a chance to reproduce. And so this is what we're in. We're in a calamity. It's a real world attack. It's a psychological attack on all masculinity, the little boys on TV, everything, the LGBT stuff's a whole straight out attack. And so with this, we got to look at it. What real percentage of the woman that, that we can have the type of family that we want, and then how the law is structured that we can have that. The brainwashing, the go along, get along game, is the fabric of the country. It started from slavery. Like he said, we was looked at as property, as chattel, and we're still looked at the same way. Like y'all just breeders, and we want these single children. And we're the ones that standing up saying, hey, we're not cool with this breeder plantation society that y'all got telling us that we free. That's all of us on these YouTube channels, all the men standing up. We say, hey, we don't want this breeder plantation society where y'all just tell us to go to work and pay for the child, and we see the child every other weekend. This is what we're in. We're in the 2021 slave chattel breeder society where they just want us to bust in the chicks. Even if we marry them, take them down the aisle and do all the research and try to know their family, they get emotional. They see TV shows. They see Housewives of Atlanta. They say, oh, I'm not living on a yacht. But you living in a 3-4 bedroom house, 3,000 square foot with 2-car garage, chick. And you go on vacation twice a year. That's good enough. And they break up the family. And it's a whole system. It's a breeder system. And so when the young brothers say, I don't want to participate in this breeder plantation society, but we say in America, this is the best society in the world, when now we see why the Amish and the Mormons and some of them smart white folks be like, nah, we don't want to do the LGBT. We don't want to do the trans stuff. We don't want to have a breeder society. We understand what the family is. We're going to go out here to Utah and start our own communities. We're going to go out here in the country and grow our own food. Now we're seeing more of that. So we're seeing people that are not down with the breeder plantation mentality, like the brother said. And it's the same thing, and I'm just being honest.
Right. It is the same thing. But a lot of men in this day and age are thinking. and they don't want to go through the fuck shit that everybody else went through. Want to give a shout out to Warhammer for the $2 donation. As I said this morning, we must purge the simps. Facts. And somebody in the comments said something about Moist Twatkins. The thing about him, he don't have a leg to stand on when it comes to that. I lost respect for him when I heard Yoga say that this motherfucker he married somebody, got kids. That's cool. That's your choice. That's fine. But the fact of two things: one, you proposed to her and she acted like she didn't want to be with your funky ass, but she decided to do it anyway because she knew she was gonna reap the benefits. Was one. Number two, the fact of the matter is a father who's a scholar just like you that want to be in his kid's life is not allowed to, and yet you walking the kid to school and
he want to do that. Dr. Alicia's ex-husband don't want. Think about all the heat Boyce Watkins getting out. You think that man don't watch NBA? You think he don't know about Kwame Brown or Michael Jordan? He don't see what's going on? You think he like, hold on. Now you done married this guy. Now all this drama coming towards y'all marriage because you looking at Willie D and he bringing up that he bring up my daughter and all his internet beef. Y'all don't notice Dr. Watkins bring up Dr. Anderson and all the other people. He keep bringing up his stepkids and try to put them in there like, and he used that as a shield. And you think the other man wants to?
I'm about to start watching them more because I didn't know about that right there. I don't watch them like that. That's why
I want to get Jack on here. He doing something for the daughter. He talking about that ain't his daughter. His daughter grown and married the white guy. He talking about Dr. Alicia's daughter. So he always putting them kids in that's not his kids and trying to pander to black single women. And those kids got a father, and I'm sure they father like, damn, she done married this Dr. Boyce guy. Now he all on with ESPN and all in that stuff. I don't want my kids around that. That's the thing we telling. That's the thing of us fathers that's been alienated from their kids. That's why it's a bad thing, people, because all this broken home and blended family shit. You see what it's doing. That little girl, that people that Dr. Boyce Watkins to marry, them kids don't deserve all this drama that he done brought. You see?
I agree.
And guess how that man, his man family feel? That the other people's family, them kids' daddy family, they're looking like, man, we thought this guy was a educated PhD guy. We don't. He attaching all this drama. He got kids and blended family, and he bringing up all grandkids and all kids, and that ain't even his daughter. Them folks don't like that.
See, I can stop that. I don't watch dude, but see, I hope you can find out that brother so we could try to talk to him behind the scenes because I want to expose that shit. I want to expose that shit.
If you're talking to a single mother, fellas, if you really gonna be a man and you talking to a single mother, tell the single mother to get a custody of the kids to the father if she's serious about being with you. That should be the new rule. If the single mother is serious about being with you, tell her to get a custody. Tell her to get a custody to the father, and because so y'all can have kids. And boom, if that's what you need to do, is you gonna promote Boyce Watkins being with single mothers. Let's promote. Before you married a single mother, had a single mother to sign over the custody to the father, let the father be the custodial parent.
Hey, Denise X says, ain't nothing wrong with being a simp. Protect kids at all costs. Stop being selfish adults and remember the kids. Here's the thing. Let me tell you what a simp is. A simp is not a person that protect kids at all costs. That's a parent or a father or a higher figure. That's not a simp. A simp is a person that, if safe is okay, I get what you right. You got kids. I get with you got kids. You tell me the father ain't around or whatever, but then the father been fighting, trying to get custody, trying to be a father, trying to be involved. And instead of me checking you and say, hey, you can't be doing this, trying to eliminate this father out the picture, I sit back and say, you know what? Because you said that he's a deadbeat and he ain't this, and your sex is good, then I'm gonna believe whatever you say, even though I see the truth. And I'm gonna entertain everything you say. So now I'm gonna be the step simp, and I'm gonna raise that kid and keep him out the picture just like you do. That's what we talk about as being a simp. Now, a simp is not a person that protect kids. That's a man or a woman that protect their kids. A simp is the one to do simp shit like this. This dude, Moist Twatkins, married to a baby mama terrorist who's alienating another father out the picture, who's a scholar, who teaches colleges just like she do and just like he do, alienating him out the picture because of personal situations. That's why we say Moist Twatkins is a simp. And for him to sit back and say, well, these baby mama terrorists, they don't have to hold themselves accountable. We need to pick them up by their bootstraps and help them out. Nah, fuck them. Now, like I said, the old stepdads, I ain't knocking them. But the new stepdads is a problem because a lot of these motherfuckers are calling themselves stepfathers and they ain't even married to the motherfuckers.
Thank you.
They not even married to the motherfuckers, but they sit back calling themselves stepfathers, molesting these kids, beating their kids, and keeping the man out the picture. And then they both go to jail for murder and shit. Them are the simps we talk about. If you want to marry somebody with kids, fine. But all I say is, if you see that father in the picture, stay out of it. That's my thing. Stay the fuck out of it. Stay the fuck out of it. Now that's what we talk about. Now I don't know about these other channels. They talk about simps. Maybe they say a simp is a dude that help kids. Maybe they do say a simp is a guy who try to do what the father didn't do or didn't want to do. But in this page, this is what I definitely the simps is. I can't speak on the other platforms. Maybe they do say that shit.
Man, niggas been listening too much 80s, 90s, and 2000 R&B and watching too many damn Tyler Perry movies, man. These motherfuckers today, these dudes, and that chick right there, she know what she was basically saying. She's like, ain't no wrong with a dude to come and save a chick that messed up her life. That's what she basically was trying to say.
Well, I'll be honest, a lot of women want simps. I can't say her, but a lot of women want simps because a real nigga ain't going. So they rather have a simp they can control, dictate, and make him be a baby mama terrorist, male baby mama terrorist, or male feminist, whatever you want to call them. So I mean, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, we don't knock no man that took care of a kid. That was his choice. But don't get mad when that kid say, "Fuck you, you ain't my daddy," or "Fuck you," and nigga, you don't tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? But this dude, Moist Watkins is not no honorable stepdad. He's a whole ass nigga that got played knowing he was getting played, and he want to keep a daddy out of picture that want to be a father. I don't respect no man that does no shit like that. No man.
Me either.
Can I pick it back off of that?
Go ahead.
Judge Palmer. Let's look at this thing. Let's look at this thing from a sinful to P perspective. Okay. If you lay down and you've been with all these different guys, and this is for I'm talking that, let me just put it this way. I see this in my own family. I got own female cousins that have this type of life. You have kids by 2 or more guys. All right, now we 30 years old. Your car breaking down all the time, this and that. You don't have a budget for this. You don't have a budget for that. I look at it like this now. Like, wow, cuz when we were 18, 19, 20, when I went off to college, I came back, You was hot. All the guys, boom, the older guys pull up in the rims, the ballers, the this and that. I'm looking like, is it some real sense to what saying for the P don't be saying? Cause you was a bad red bone. You should have been charging all them guys you was with, the kids you got now, and now we got to come help you and the car overheating and you don't know how to put oil in it and this and that. And I said, man, you should have just been charging off the rip. If we're gonna play around with it and you're gonna dress like this and you're gonna be twerking and all of this, let's go ahead and start charging right out the gate. And go on and then put some real business behind it, and we can make some, and let's monetize it. But then you playing around with it and then gave it away for free for 30 years and talking about everybody need to take care of everybody's kids. No, they pay for lap dances when they go to Magic City, when they go to pinups. They pay for the lap dances, or if you don't pay, you get arrested. It's called theft. Theft by receiving. You receive that lap dance, but you ain't have the money to pay for it. The Cobb County, Fulton County, whatever strip club here in Atlanta, they're gonna lock you up. They're already right there at the front door. So I'm looking like the baby mamas with the different babies. You should have been charging. You should have been charging because they charge in the strip club. They charge online. They charge on Pornhub. The working girls charge. Y'all are the dumb ones. So you telling me you want me to take care of your kids when all the other ones was charging and you should have been charging? No, let's change the game. Start charging then. You should have charged. That's what I'm gonna tell them. Well, you should have charged. You want me to be a stepdad? No, you should have started charging when you was 15, 16, 18, and 19.
Well, let's be real. When we go back to the pimp game and the simp, let's be real. The meaning of a simp back in the day was the opposite of a pimp. That's what a simp was. But in this day and age, we took simp and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? And I call simp enforcement. We call simps anyone that go through a bitch's defense and that don't deserve it. That's what a simp is to us now. But the truth of the matter is, when you came to pimp, simp was the opposite of a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Just like a trick. You know what I mean? That's what a simp was, but like I said, this day we took simp, we use it. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people use simp too loosely. They'll call you a simp because you say all black women ain't bad, and they are you a simp, and I disagree with that because all black women ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to me, I call them simp enforcement because, like I said, they jump these bitches to fence, and they like Moist Watkins, they do not have to hold no type of responsibility. They don't have to step no type of accountability, and regardless of what they do, they still Madam Earth, Mother Earth, and Queen, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Denise says, so if no kids are involved, then a man still can't be a simp. Nah, a man could be a simp without kids or have kids. We just call them simps. You know, so I call them simps because
any man that pedestalized woman before his creator and put a woman above anything in his life before his purpose is a simp.
Right. But Nico says, he said black men need to stop comparing everything to pimping, prostitution, etc., etc. It makes us look bad. In normal cultures, non-black, the women seek out a productive man and build a family. I think he meant to say simple. So I agree with that.
Can I respond to that?
About pimp. Go ahead. Yeah, it's for you. It's really for you. Go ahead, bro.
Exactly, and I know. Well, let me put it to him this way. Well, right here in Atlanta, we have a large Asian and Mexican community in Gwinnett County. That's why you saw the Asian massage parlor shootings. Okay, for that brother. And let me tell this brother this. In the Asian community, no sex goes on with the woman unless the man is doing some type of business deal. He's gonna marry her, which is a business contract, and he has assets to blend with her father at gas stations or massage parlors or convenience stores or weed stores. Ain't no effing going on in the Asian community with somebody's daughter unless some money being exchanged. And it might not be direct transactional like that, but it's boom, y'all not even sitting down together unless your family got something, my family got something. It's always been about commerce and wealth. Even in the scriptures. Sex. I'm talking about sex going on. So he talking about I'm comparing stuff like pimps and that's a bad look. No, even in the scriptures, you gotta have a diary before you have sex with that woman. And if you go and take somebody's daughter and have sex with her and don't pay a diary, then they can kill you. And then you have to pay 10 times whatever the dowry was in silver and gold. This is even in scriptures where he's talking about in other cultures in India. Let's go on the eastern side of the world, in the Muslim side of the world. You can't even look at a man's daughter and you see her unveiled, you owe him money. See, so he's talking about this whole, it's bad to compare stuff to pimping and horn. No, I'm just being factual. In other communities that are stronger than us economically, you're not touching their daughter. You can't even look at their daughter unless you're coming over with some land, some cattle. And that's even in their old scriptures. Now, so what is he talking about?
I will say in the Indian culture, African culture, even back in the South, in order to get with the daughter, you had to have, usually the man was older and you had to have some type of money, some type of land or something. And you had to talk to the father, and the father basically gave the daughter away. So if you talk from that standpoint, I agree.
Exactly. So let me say one more thing to what he said. So he want all these all our fine ass cousins, daughters, sisters, aunties, and all our fine women from the ages of about 17, 18 on up to 25. He just want them out here fucking whatever nigga they think cool. They got a cool car, got some cool shades, or do this and not get paid from it. Either they need to get paid in marriage or they need to get paid in cash, silver and gold. So you saying, oh, take them out to Netflix and chill and dinner date and buy some red bottoms. That's enough? No, God even say they pussy worth more than that. God say come with marriage, come with cattle, with land. And if we look up what the equivalent that is today, that would be that 3-4 car bedroom house, 3-car garage.
But ain't that what I said earlier? Like, same thing. You gotta earn. If you want to get with my daughter, you gotta earn getting with my daughter, marriage or sex, whatever. And that's something I say. That's why I say we as men have to change our narrative, because they've been doing this since forever. We have to have.
So that guy has a little simp energy in that whole response where he's talking about, oh, it's a bad look to talk about the pimps and just and juxtapose our community to the pimp and the hoe, and other cultures don't do that. So I'm showing him that how other cultures strategically make sure that it's a commercial transaction when sexual intercourse takes place. It's always a commercial transaction. That's why they have contracts and they call them marriage license. And we actually say vows, which is a verbal contract. So it's always been commerce, money behind the vagina. So you in a lost world.
Funny that you say that, because even back in the day with the kings and queens, they would have to it was marriage wasn't based off love. It was based off what would be the benefit, the money, or teaming up with the other family, royalty and shit for war and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, they was doing that back in the day, and they still do it now. But they don't.
So we living in sin now by allowing our nieces, our sisters, our daughters to go around here having boyfriends. And these little young motherfuckers ain't paid nothing, but they getting the best coochie on the planet. Let's look at it.
Facts.
I was 18 years old. Let's be real. I'm looking at my life. I was 18 years old at Fort Valley State University with no money. I had all A's in class. I played basketball. I wrote a little poetry, so I had a little mouthpiece. All right. There's no way that what I had in college that I should have been having, because I ain't put in no work. If I got her pregnant, I couldn't feed her, I couldn't house her, but she was messing with me because I had that hair where it was waves at the time, temp fade, and I had my body in shape, and I had potential. But what she was really should have been for, instead of me doing all those things that I did to her as an 18-year-old nasty young man that I did everything I could imagine to her, right? But she should have been saved for a man that was ready to have kids with her, have a lineage, teach her something, upgrade her, put in a house or car. Not me, little 18-year-old college broke, and I'm being honest. And that's what's going on. So that brother who said that in that energy, trying to kick it like I'm making us look bad. No, I lived it, and I know I should have been working on getting me a house, land, and all that first. I just got lucky and didn't get her pregnant. But I messed her up. She should have been a virgin for somebody else. And she should have had a father that know her worth and her value. That he could have had her. He could have had her saved for somebody else and not me in the damn dorm room. Because I'm taking risks because I don't feel like going to the store to get a condom today. So I'm 18 years old and I'm gonna take a risk. Now she 18, pregnant by me, and now I gotta drop out of college and get a job. No, that's what's wrong. So this guy who tried to make that comment, yeah, come a little bit better than that, bro.
Nah, cause he a square, you know, and square ain't nothing but a pussy. You know, he let square bitch pimp on him. That's why I respect. Look, you gotta live by pimp principles in this new day and age. Any nigga that got any type of thing to say in the comments or anything, put this on your brain and let me go say, unflap your arms and let me spill this to you. Look, you are an endangered fucking species right now walking these streets. Anything that you do could get you killed. Even messing with a so-called thing that you love, she could go ahead and get you locked up. She could go ahead and call her boyfriends. Yeah, you might think you the only nigga tapping that. She might call her other boyfriends, her brother, her cousin, and get you whacked just because she don't feel like messing with you no more. And y'all don't want to fucking pimp game. Y'all dudes make me sick. Trying to live in this so-called blue square world, thinking everything's all looking honey, right? Things just can't go no wrong. You do what you're supposed to do, and everything's supposed to fall right in your lap. Wrong.
Like it don't work like that. I got to tell my mother that, you know, my mom used to tell me, all you had to do was mind your business, and you know it wasn't nothing to happen to you. And I had to tell my mother, man, the reality is, nah, you can mind your business, still get robbed, shot, beat, jumped on for no reason. So I had to tell her, because she was older. I had older parents, and I had to tell her, nah, that ain't how it go out here. You can mind your business and get set up for failure. You know,
Yeah, I got older parents too, bro. And look, my father, 87 years old. I'm right here talking to him next to him. Now he said, even now, he said some of the things he taught me while I was growing up. He didn't realize this time would be like this now, but he had to go ahead and say and gave me still good morals that I use to this day. That's why I moved the way I moved. I'm not a whoremonger because he was a whoremonger and he got the remnants of having a messed up past. I didn't want to go out like him. Unfortunately, if my father was my age and he was me, he would clean up right now in this day and age. And the way I was raised, the women back in his day would love me. You know what I'm saying? They don't want no Malcolms no more. They don't want no Martin Luther Kings no more. They rather have money bag yo and Gucci man as they prized possession.
Hey, don't forget Moist Twakis.
No. He's the after fact. That's, you know what I'm saying. Once money bag yo and Gucci man show up the club,
he is the after fact, but they'll take him. They'll take him.
Yeah. You see what?
He won't be the first.
You see, Tina knows, right? These chicks really want to be. Look, they don't want to be Beyonce. They don't want to be Kim K. Look, these chicks already being the master plan. They want to be like Mama Jenna and Mama Knows, and they already see what's gonna happen to them. They see like, well, I had my fun. I still end up with some dude that love my damn dirty draws.
Yep. Facts, 100%. Black Legacy said, question for everyone: do you believe that the government will penalize the unmanned men in the future? Nope.
Unmarried men, I think.
Oh, that means
bachelor tax, homeboy. It's gonna be a bachelor tax.
Unmarried men in the future.
Unmarried men, because we gonna start having kids. We're not gonna play a part of the breeder system.
They gonna try. Hell yeah, they gonna try. They want your money.
They're doing it now, bro. Hey, bro, look, think about it. Single man, when you put down single on your tax return, don't they take the most taxes out of your shit?
Yep. Your fault.
Right. So we now include inflation, include the food tax and everything else. You being a working single man right now, you might as well go ahead and start your own business, man. Because look, they're gonna rake your pockets and you're gonna be looking outside. Next door to you is gonna be a chick. They ain't put no work in. All she gotta do is open her legs up, got 2 or 3 kids, and you gotta go and bust your butt for 10, 12 hours, and all she gotta do is lay on her back. And you paying for her.
There you go.
Shout out to Charles D for the $10 donation. He said, I ain't no stepdad and no simp. But one day I was in Big Lots and little dude saw me and asked his mama, as his mama, was I his daddy? I said, that's a damn shame. Then I went and get a little man a toy, LOL. You almost made me choke with that one. See, now for that boy, the little boy to ask him or ask his mom, is that his daddy? She had been putting that in his head saying, when you see a nice looking guy, ask is that the daddy trying to get a flirt on. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. The kid asked her, was that his daddy? Ain't that something?
They really is dashiki. Look, I blame the movies. She did a dashiki move. That was dashiki did.
You can't make this shit up, man. But shout out to Charles D for that one, my brother. Thank you. That made me coughing, choking, and everything, man. Hear that shit. I'm not surprised though. I'm not surprised at all. That's fucked up.
Yeah, but they won't call us Mister though. They won't call us like Turners and stuff like that. I'm looking at these things like, you know what? I'm kind of like, you know what? As I got older, I see why Rick Cruz did it. I see why OJ did it. I see why all these dudes did it. You know what I'm saying? Because look what we got to deal with: unstable creatures.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, you know what I'm saying? When you do shit like that, though, you fuck up your livelihood as well. That's why I say, man, it ain't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? You better just wash your hands and move on. I do understand, but I tell y'all, it ain't worth it. And Jaylon said a good thing: the lack of masculinity affects and destroys testosterone. Yeah, facts, 100%. You know what? We're gonna talk about the Lil Durk situation, and I was gonna talk about what's his name? What's the dude name? Flight React. I'm not gonna talk about him this one. I was talking about I had got a text from my advisor, one of my advisors, and she said it's something I should talk about by itself, and I agree. So we could talk about we're gonna talk about Fly Reacts tomorrow, but we're gonna talk about Lil Durk situation. Everybody who knows Lil Durk he's from Chicago. He's one of the people that started the drill music along with Chief Keef, and so many different rappers. He got a bunch of kids. We already know this. When he got in the game, I think he only had one child or maybe two. But then, you know, he got big. I think he got like 6 kids. 6 kids. Now, he always said he took care of all his kids. You know, he met somebody off YouTube, met somebody off Instagram. And I think she got a baby on the way. And that's baby mama number 6. She said she didn't have no problem with it. She cool with it. I'm not surprised. But Lil Durk is out here doing his music. He's doing them shows. Unfortunately, a lot of people that he had around him died due to the street violence in Chicago. But he's one of the pioneers of drill music. Recently, he lost his brother, D-Thang, in Chicago. Like I told y'all earlier, it was Chicago Heights, not Chicago, Illinois. At Club
R.I.P. D-Thang.
Right. Yes, sir. R.I.P. to D-Thang. And that just happened last week or last weekend. And all of a sudden, you got a baby mama Terrence coming out the woodwork talking about she's the secretive baby mama terrorist. And he never took care of his 7-year-old son. She goes on Tasha K and talk her shit and trying to say that he's a bum. Well, he was a bum and she had to buy him White Castles. He ain't worth a shit, but you had a kid with the nigga, if that's his kid. So we're gonna watch the video. It's just a 58-second video. And then we're gonna talk about, I'm gonna read the article, then we're gonna hear what she says on Tasha K's shit. Little snippet of it. So let's check this out, y'all. If the shit play. Shit.
Minute Clinic at CVS offers telehealth. So I don't need to come in? If you develop a fever.
Let me get back to that. Hold up, man. Muscle there, one clinic. Get back in his bed. Let's doing a commercial right quick. But like I told y'all before, you know, these clowns be running out the woodworks all of a sudden. It's funny that she decided to do the shit when his brother was killed. And
all for attention. All for attention.
Right, yeah, exactly. And talking about what he ain't do and you know, what she used to do back in the day, and yeah, accept no accountability. That they would never accept no accountability. Never.
Yeah. These rappers, see, look, you cannot tell me that the modern day rap culture is not like the minstrel shows of the yesteryears, bro. These dudes is basically what was some things called blackface, black men portraying an image.
Blackface.
Yeah, they blackface because look, I'm gonna kill this whole argument right now. With I'm gonna use Chief Keef instead of using Lil Durk. I'm gonna use Chief Keef. You know, one of Chief Keef baby mom's 45 years old, right?
Yep, and when she was 31, they put him on child support. They did not charge her with what that shit, that underage shit. They let her get that money.
Yep. Let me be 31 years old trying to talk to a 16-year-old girl. What will happen to me?
You're going to jail.
And what's the age of consent? What's the age of consent in Illinois?
I think it's 17?
16.
It's 16?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, statutory rape. Yep. But they ready to get that child support.
Yep.
But
so I'm going to jail. Hell, I'm going, even if I'm 31, got my shit together, I go ahead and marry her and take care of her like the natural law opposed to. But guess what? I'm going to jail. This woman is 31 years old, ain't got a pot to piss in. She looking for a little teenage boy to get some money up out of, but yet she's supposed to have the moral authority because of her gender. Are you fucking serious?
Man, you can't make this shit up. So let's go to play this shit. It's just the words you're gonna see. All right, so that right there is the video clip. Now, Trevana, I'm gonna read it right quick. Lil Durk is one of the biggest rappers in the world right now, being embraced mainstream. Oh man, that's exactly what it said. Well, I want y'all to check this one out. This is what she says. 7 years ago, when my son was born, you were not who you are now. No shit. I was giving you rides to the studio and buying you White Castles because you had to wait for checks for different stuff when you were with other companies. She said, calling out Durk. You didn't even have title to your money. Now you're stacking it up and you're talking about how you take care of all your kids, but you ain't sent my son nothing. You buy designer. You always brag about take care of your homies in jail, and my son is just completely X'd out of the whole equation constantly. Trevana claims that she has not stayed in contact with Durk. Her interview with Tasha K is currently making the rounds. You can watch the video in question below, as well as some pictures with her son. So we're gonna watch it right here and go from there.
7 years ago, when my son was born, you are not who you are now. I was giving you rides to the studio, buying you White Castle because you had to wait for checks and different stuff when you were with other companies and all of that. You didn't even have title to your money. You know what I mean? Now you stacking it up in your face, talking about how you take care of all your kids, but you ain't sent my son nothing.
He ain't boosty.
You buy designer. You always brag about taking care of your homies in jail, your homies this and that. And my son is just completely X'd out of the whole equation constantly. And I've been sitting back watching it for so long, talking to just your mom who tells me, oh, tell Romeo to call me. Oh, y'all are important too. Call me anytime you need to and everything. Then I tell her, I say, I hate to bring this to you because it's not you, but you are my only point of contact.
Man, you can't make this shit up. You can't.
Man, now look, she'll mess with Durk. That dude that's in the street. Like, I personally know Durk. He from my hood. Now dig this here. He out here, you know what I'm saying, doing moves, you know what I'm saying? Before he even got into the rap game, he was doing street moves. You dig? So you can't tell me, shorty, that you couldn't find a dude that was going to college. You couldn't find a dude that was working on doing an internship. Even you had to go ahead and chase Durk for what? Because he got fame. He was getting the bread, and every girl in the hood wanted him. And you just so happened to get him. And now you trying to shit on your baby daddy. The dude that you so-called to. So actually make you look bad too.
It makes it look big time bad. My thing is, how the fuck that? Oh, thanks, bro. How the fuck that? You know what I'm saying? You said you've been sitting around not saying nothing all these years. Now all of a sudden his brother get killed, and here you come talking shit about what he ain't do. You wait 7 years. I know motherfuckers that go right to child support court or try to get DNA tests or something like that. If you feel this dude ain't doing his part and he's taking care of everybody else, then why don't you say, okay, let me request a DNA test. Maybe he think he ain't the father, and let me go ahead and try to get some child support. You come 7 years later talking about you took him to White Castles and talking about he didn't have this amount of money. He didn't have no he worked for a company, but he wasn't having checks in his name and all these things. But yet you still entertaining him driving around and buying a White Castle. This is why I say I don't feel sorry for these baby mama tears who choose single motherism. If he ain't take care of your kid and you have been quiet all this time, you might as well wait another was 18. He might as well wait another 11 years and just keep doing you, better yourself. Hey, what I tell y'all, Walmart is always hiring. So you sit back worrying about what the fuck he doing. You ain't trying to do shit about it. You talking about you call his mama. What is mama gonna say? Just like she said, well, just call me if you need to talk, because she not finna make him do a goddamn thing.
Man, look, yo, you can't make this shit up.
Save yourselves. Yeah, exactly. Save yourselves, goddammit. Because this right here, you want some attention after his brother get killed, and now all of a sudden, I've been sitting back, I ain't said nothing. I ain't said nothing. And he didn't have no money back then. Of course he didn't have no money back then. He was in Inglewood. He was in O Block. Of course he didn't have no money back then. Of course he was out there in the street. But you chose to have kids with a dude like that. Perfect Black, I was waiting for you to come around. Because he's from Chicago too. But that's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers, yeah, now in this day and age, Lil Durk got his own trucking company. He do real estate. You know what I'm saying? He went for Ashley the Classy. Yeah, he got multiple kids, but these bitches choose to still have kids with him because they look at it as a come up. And if if he take care of his kids and not take care of that kid, either two things. He think that ain't his kid, or you did some shit and he said, man, fuck you, I ain't doing a motherfucking thing. Make me do it.
Yo, this why I envy about other coaches. Now we ain't supposed to envy our president. That's in the Bible, but doggone it, man, this is what I get mad about. You know why they be so selfish to their own family and everything, and they try to build it. Look, we was trying to build estates with monogamy, ladies. You understand why we were trying to be monogamous with y'all? Because we didn't want to have so many outside kids and spread so much wealth and end up everybody being broke. We try to get one woman to go get on our game plan. We can have as many kids as we want to. We vouch for that our kids. We can steal all the stuff and put the resources into them, and that they could actually cash in later in life and take care of us like the fucking Kennedys. Joe Kennedy, look at Joe Kennedy. The man produced not only a president, senators, all types of walks of life, and his name and influence still ring bells 100+ years later. That's what we were trying to build. You stupid, selfish motherfuckers put self-gratification above all else because of y'all Johnson and y'all Yanni, which only gonna be used for till you young. Once you niggas get old and you can't work no more, and then y'all be like, dang, what I do with my life? Well, your kids ain't shit. They ain't never be shit. Your grandkids ain't shit. Never gonna be shit. And now you in the motherfucking old folks home. Oh, you probably in the damn alley down somewhere. Like, damn, where the life go?
Yeah, 100%. But like I say, but here's the thing. The unfortunate part. They all gonna say, yeah, he a deadbeat. He this. He this. Even though they're not gonna say, yeah, but you chose to have a kid with dude and you ain't saying nothing all this time. Why you saying something now when his brother got killed? Because a lot of people saying in the comment section was saying that some was saying, yeah, that's right, tell your story, which you 7 years late. And then a lot of people saying, yeah, okay, if that's true, but why you had to wait till his brother got killed though? You could have waited on that. I don't think this was the time. But when it comes to a baby mama terrorist, they don't give a fuck about your brother getting killed. They don't give a fuck about serving you papers while you at a funeral, at a church, if you on stage performing or whatever you doing. That's what they do best. That's what a baby mama terrorist does. My thing is this, and I think a lot of females in here can relate or even ask the question, why wait 7 years and why wait till now? And which mean he didn't have money to get White Castles and all this shit. When you was having sex with this dude, you saw he wasn't worth a damn. You saw he didn't have shit. You saw he was broke, like you said. You saw he didn't have money in his name and all this shit, but you chose to still have sex with him. And that makes me right there wonder, who was the deadbeat here? Since y'all say deadbeat, who was the true deadbeat here? Is it really him? Or this baby mama Terry chose single motherism?
And bro, and you know what's so crazy about Midwest chicks, Mr. Palmer? It's like you could, like any other part of the country, you could differentiate a hood rat and so-called decent chicks that got some sense. Here in Chicago, they both do the same shit and fuck the same niggas.
Yep.
And I get like, man, all right, so you mean tell me if I'm not in the streets, I don't get no play. Hell, if I got a job, I don't get no play. Even if you got enough money or more money than them, that you can't get no play unless they want to go in and try to make you into a trick.
No, you can't make swag.
You can't make this shit. But look, we gonna have to wait till we 35 and she 35 after she so-called have her fun with the BD twins from the K-Med building. After she done mess with all the car scammers, all the niggas that coming from out of state come to Chicago tricking. We gotta wait until they 35 plus and wait till they wash their yannies off and make them into good women and honest. Man, gone.
Yeah, 100%. B. Kenny, she talked to somebody in the conversation, but she says exactly, and that's a conversation for women's spaces. Stop dealing with these men. Stop supporting these type of men. Girls need to be educated while in high school on mating choice and its purpose. 100% right. But unfortunately, though, with Candy, what she's saying, a lot of these motherfuckers, these females, these platforms, the only thing they say is stay away from dusties and black men. They don't say, we need to pick better, choose better, and know our self-worth. They're not gonna do that. Not the ones I see on the ones I see, not all. The ones I see with these platforms that have been around for years, they tell you that, you know, you're a deadbeat and y'all hate women and so on. But she's right. They should. But it takes a real woman or a real lady to tell it.
No, I don't hate women. I hate females that go against God and nature's intended use for them. I respect women. I respect the woman that first that submits to God first. That's the first thing. If you say you submit to God, you already a woman in my book. Secondly, you know how to keep yourself in your composure, and you got your own ideas. You don't follow a beehive mentality. You got to do for self, and you know what I'm saying. You got to produce for yourself and for your man. See, ladies, when you talk about I'm getting the bag, you know what I'm saying. That means you contributing to your man's kingdom. Because I don't see no queendoms around here. When the last time you ever heard of a queendom that lasted more than 100 years, Mr. Palmer?
It's very rare, man.
Exactly. Now, look, they talking about what you want is a slave. You just want. I say, you know what, ladies, let nature run its course. Let's say that the T-Rex was outside. You know what I'm saying? Would you want to go out there, be strong and independent with me? Go ahead and take down the T-Rex every day. Every day, all day, every day. But it's cool to go into your little cars, drive X amount of miles to an office building, air conditioned with a nice little comfy seat, type on a fucking computer, dictation like a fucking secretary, and you think you really doing some big boss shit and you think you equal to me.
Check this out. Check this out. I'm glad my boy Pan African said what he just said. And I talk about Meechie X sometimes, even in the past, I talk about it. It's been a minute since I really mentioned her name. Meechie X is one of the people you could talk to when it comes to being a somebody on a woman's perspective. She talk about black women stop dissing black men, and she's against feminism. She's against the Black Lives Matter. She calls out the bullshit from everybody, not just black men. She calls out bullshit from black women and everybody. She calls out other fake ass black pros. This is why I respect her. She's very controversial. But she tells the truth, and I told you a lot of these people cannot handle the truth. So I respect her to the fullest. I watch her. I comment on some of her shit, you know. And she even called out Moist Twatkins. She used to work for Moist Twatkins. You know what I'm saying? And she is a real female. Unfortunately, you got people in the black community that actually hate on her. Well, you mixed and shit. I said, but I thought y'all said a drop of black is black. But if she was that hood motherfucker piece of shit, then it's all good. See, then she'll be one of them. But since she call out black women as well, she's a problem. She's a threat. She's a hater. She's a pick-me and everything else. You know what I'm saying? She be doing her thing. And I respect her. Hopefully one day I can get her to come on this platform, because even she had a baby mama terrorist. You know, her grandchild got a baby mama terrorist for a mother. And her son went through it. We're going to talk about that. I got the video. We can talk about that in due time. But I want her to come on here and talk about it. And she called out that's why I respect her. That's why I respect anybody that tell their truth. Even if I don't agree with everything a person say, she is one of the people you could talk to about that. But like I said, a lot of them will go against her and say, oh, nah, you a pygmy. Oh, you mixed. You ain't fully black. So we ain't got to listen to you. See, that's where they come with that colorism shit now. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Hey, in the comment section, I was just looking at this Denise X chick. She said men without no foundation shouldn't deserve no pussy. Okay.
I agree. That's how it used to be. That's how it's supposed to be. But unfortunately, he ain't got to have a foundation. He don't have to.
Now, and the vice versa. Now, look, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Now, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Now, you chicks that say that you don't want to submit to no man, you don't want to build with a man, and you're not going to respect the man, y'all don't deserve no rank or deserve no dick.
And this is why what I said now is we have to hold ourselves accountable. We have to have it where they earn it. That's what I mean by changing laws in our mind. Like I tell you before, these laws is not going to change, and you sit back waiting. You can fight, that's cool, but it's not going to change in our lifetime. But we could change ourselves. As long as we live, we got the power to make change for ourselves and for people around us. And we got to stop being around piece of shit ass niggas. We got to stop being around these whole ass baby mama tears. We got to stop lowering our value just to get a hit. We got to stop fucking around with fuck arounds. We cannot continue to make exceptions for people just because, oh, I've been knowing them for 20 years, or it's an ex and it's my cousin and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? They have to hold some type of accountability. And if they don't want to do that and they want to make change, why would you want to be around some garbage, man or woman?
Because we live by this so-called village mentality that our ancestors programmed to our heads. Now, I hate to tell y'all, we're gonna have to let a generation or two die out because we cannot
I
keep
agree.
going. We cannot keep going in the same direction. Hell, I even start with us millennials. Look, we need some of us early millennials need to die out. For real, for real. I'm sick and tired of this crap. And anybody that wants to support this so-called dysfunctional behavior in our community, you know what I'm saying, doing all this killing and doing all this debauchery behavior, y'all need to go ahead, die out too. We need segregation of the black community. For real, for real.
I've been saying stay away from these niggas, and I will say, like Denise, she talk about both circumstances. Shout out to her. She be getting on these females. She and quite a few others in here. Even here's the thing I respect about B Candy. When she first came on here, I believe she came on here when we had Nick at Night. I might be wrong, but if not, she came on. I remember seeing her around that time, and she was against what I talked about on my platform. But as she stayed and continued to see what I talk about, she understand that she don't agree with everything, you know what I'm saying, I say or everything I talk about, but I will say she got more of an understanding. She still come on here and she even say like, nah, you right about this, blah, blah, blah. And even some of her talking points, she say, I agree. Like when she just said that women need to watch women who could teach you how to, you know, love yourself and stuff like that. But that's when I say, unfortunately, a lot of these motherfuckers on here don't teach that. They teach hate, lies, deadbeat, what's the other one, Dusty and all that shit. It ain't gonna happen when you around the wrong people. You know?
Hey, I say it like this. I'll go in conjunction on both sides. I want to see Pookie, Ray, Tyrone, and some boys to men get X out and self-deleted or what have you. And I want some of these chicks that's been habitual baby mamas, the so-called mommy dearest, the chicks that's just been ran through, don't want to produce no children, but want to get paid for and taken care of, like they are children. I need all of them to die out, and we can go ahead and build something new. Not build something new, because if we rebuild something of it's gonna happen again.
I agree, and that's right there. I agree with letting them die out. That's why somebody keeps saying the simp purge. You know what I'm saying? But we have to, like I said, continue to do how we do it, call out this shit, and definitely, like I say, change the laws in my mind. Look at me. I told y'all I was, you know what I'm saying, I didn't love myself. I thought I did. I had to take accountability to the shit I have did or accepted and everything. I had to say, man, I love myself too much. Let me go ahead and get my health right, because I'm setting myself up for failure for this bullshit. Let me go ahead and lose me some weight. Let me go ahead and start reading and thinking and isolate myself and fuck shit and do what I gotta do. Let me continue to keep my veins cold. And the things I'm telling y'all, that's what I had to do or did and still doing. You know, these baby mama tests is not gonna change. They're gonna do what they do to the day they die. They're gonna continue to manipulate. That's why I say we have to be careful what I sees. This is why I say we gotta change the laws in our mind. That's why I don't get mad if you say, man, fuck you, I ain't getting married, I ain't have no kids, I'm gonna live free the lifestyle to the fullest, or a surrogate. Good. I'm not gonna sit back and say, oh, you foul, fam, because I did it and I ain't got them problems. Well, that worked for me. Don't necessarily mean it's gonna work for you. So
again, dudes want to keep on going through another dude's dream instead of creating their own dream. That's why when dudes be saying that stuff, this is what they really trying to tell us, Mr. Palmer. It's like, I see my uncles did it, I see my homeboys do it, and ain't no really happening to us. Why you complaining about it? Yeah, because nigga, you ain't the ones that got paid for it. We do. You know what I'm saying? You're the ones that get scot-free of not paying. Like these, I got dope boy cousins and friends that brag about not paying child support. They don't get they baby moms choose and fuse, and these chicks be like, yeah, he support me, but let a dude that's on his shit come by, he getting taxed, he getting interviewed, he getting all types of stuff, and he trying to help you motherfuckers with y'all fucked up situation.
Take you out of your situation, but they don't want that shit until that nigga gets shot up, and now all of a sudden here you come. It's too late now. You see them cartoon memes, dude be in school, he that nerd with the book, and he trying to get out with it. She's like, hell no, I'm with this cool dude over here. Then when he get older, he come out like Kevin Samuels and shit. And then she come out like 3 kids come out to my, hey, I'm ready. He like, peace out, bitch. Get the fuck out. I'm good, ho. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's my boy Alex LR. You know what I'm saying?
Alex LR. Shout out to him, man. He be on this shit, man.
Hey, and another thing too, hey, we gotta be real about this too. Now we just talking about the women that we want to mess with and so-called build with, but we gotta talk about the women in our families that follow the same path as a baby mom terrorist. And when they do mess up stuff, they want us as relatives, as family, to take care of their what's name, and we got our own situation to deal with, and they get mad.
Yeah, fact.
Like they expect you just because they mess around with Pookie and Ray Ray. You the college dude that went to you the one that the prodigal cousin, the prodigal son in the family. They expect you to just come by and act like a father figure, even though you got your own family to take care of. They won't drop their kids off to your kids. About well, they cousins. They need to go ahead and learn from somebody. But where's their daddy?
Yeah, alienated, off or whatever it is.
They try to use the men and their family as a what's name for a place for their fathers. When chicks be talking about, well, I have my grandfather and my uncles, they treat my son like they ain't his kid. They look, he gonna be looking to them as an uncle and grandfather. He gonna be asking where his daddy. He gonna ask him where I get my shit from, mama.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, well, let me ask you this, brother. Any hey, email me as well, bro. Send me an email. We'll talk behind the scenes. I didn't know. I forgot you said you was from Chicago because you fucked around. You was fucking with Jap too. That's where you saw me from, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, you was in Chicago. Yeah, hit me up so we could possibly link up. You know, Perfect Blackness and other people, Julius Mays and everybody else. Any last words before I get off this shit and get back on the couch?
All right, my last words is like, look, we just gonna have to go ahead, bury the hatchet, black folks. Look, ladies, we're gonna just go ahead, shake hands. Like, look, we done with this bullshit. She gonna say we done with this bullshit. Yo, can we just love each other and go back to regular schedule program? Let's go build Black Wall Street. Forget all these other intruders. We get these other races of people. We need to look to each other, only mingle with each other, and be positive with each other to build what's supposed to been happen. And anybody that's not with that, anybody want to be on some hating stuff, anybody that want to go ahead and talk about I ain't about to listen to no man or I ain't about to take care of none of these chicks. Look, cut them out, exit them out of the whole community. Do not feed them. Don't give them attention. Don't even say nothing to them. Don't even mention their names. And let's go ahead and build. That's it. That's all.
I go with that 100%. 100%. Man, I appreciate you tuning in, man. You Yoga and my man from Cincinnati, you know what I'm saying, he didn't get the full information. It's good. Yeah, email me, man. We'll talk. We'll definitely talk, fam. But yeah, like I say, man, this is a good dialogue talk about, segregation. I've been saying that, stay away from these niggas. That's why I say stay away from niggas. I mean, whoever caused you some harm and messed up your livelihood, wash your hands and move on. I don't care how long you been knowing a motherfucker. Because just because some people, I realize some people is meant to be in your life temporarily, not for the long haul. I don't care if it's 10 years, 20 years, birth, and whatever the fuck. Sometimes you got to make that change, that transition in order for you to grow and make change and build yours. Because sometimes you got nothing but leeches and haters and low lies in your square, and you got to keep them squares out your circle. But this was a good dialogue. I didn't talk about Flight Reacts because we're gonna talk about him by itself tomorrow. We're gonna talk about it by itself. We're gonna talk about him by itself. But you can't make the show with these baby mama terrorists. And then I think it was B Candy that said he got what he deserves. See, she might know more about him than I do because I didn't watch him like that. So maybe y'all could tell me some shit on him that say, hey man, that's on him with this situation. Who knows? But this was definitely a good dialogue. I say we gotta hold these baby mama terrorists accountable. I'm tired of hearing the word postpartum depression and she got mental issues. Not if you choose to have sex and have one kid and go through a single, and then you go through it a second time and you single. I ain't going with that bullshit. Want to give a shout out to everybody who like. We got 148 likes, no dislikes. Shout out to people like Denise and Lillian and B Candy and others that always tune in to the lovely young ladies. Appreciate y'all to the fullest. We'll be back on here tomorrow about, like I say, 1:30 Central Time, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1:15. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, especially family. You cut your family off fast, you cut your friends off because they know more about you than anybody. And that means they should know better. And sometimes even you just gotta fall back for a while, talk to them on the phone. Text them. You ain't gotta be around the motherfuckers. Oh, my man say it's 150 now. Okay, yeah, good, 150. Appreciate everybody tuning in. And like I say, when it comes to these baby mama terrorists coming out 7 years later talking about, oh, he used to work at Walmart and I used to have to buy him burgers and shit like that, but you still have sex with him? I don't entertain these types. And you got people out here that selling their daughters for $500. They get 24 years when she should have got motherfucking life just like this motherfucker. Oh no, I can't honor that. But I told you, when it comes to this system, government daddy want her back out so she can reproduce, so she can continue to be doing the hole that she is, being the piece of shit she is, get pregnant, Section 8 child support, and sell a kid for $300 next time and a blunt in the mouth, you know? And also, yeah, like my man say, shout out to Dennis Sproul, shout out to the lead attorney, shout out to everybody that's in the Black manosphere, even the ones that's not in the Black manosphere that's putting in the Lord's work. Definitely. And like I said, let's go back to the what's the other one? I mentioned about the Lil Durk, mentioned about the $500, mentioned about the one with the jumping out the window. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about, like I say, Flight reacts about his baby mama tears, name him, and also making her have sex with him. Yeah, he say that. Force him to have sex with him. So you can't make this show with these baby mama tears. Sexual assault, he said. She be sexually assaulting him when he want to be a father. You can't make this shit up. Not at all. And until, like we said, separate ourselves, simp purge, cut these motherfuckers off, it's never gonna change. That's why I said we gotta change the laws in our mind. Stay away from these motherfuckers. These are the biggest threats in our community. And yeah, all of them are guilty. All the motherfuckers guilty. Ain't none of them innocent, ain't shit. They all deserve to get the motherfucking Machine Gun Kelly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So y'all be easy. Y'all be smooth. And I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm Mr. Palmer. And this conversation is over. Now, I didn't get a dislike, but y'all know I be hoping I get at least one dislike because I got to play my boy Reverend next, man. So we're going to pretend like I got one dislike. And then again, after this, I'm going to eventually get a dislike. So I'm going to give a shout out to Reverend X for what I always say when it comes to a dislike, even though I didn't get a dislike.
I can't see you though, bitch.
That's one of them, but here's the other one.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Yes, sir. I just got, even if I don't get a dislike while we on, I had to do at least one time, man. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Why should there be a dislike? Because of, cable sim suckers, baby mama terrorists, these whole ass niggas that don't like the truth. That's why I get dislikes. So they just come with the territory. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, y'all be easy, y'all be smooth. Tomorrow I'll be on here. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Fuck child support. Peace.
I can't see you though, bitch.
Yeah.
Baby mama terrorist. BMT.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups.
Riding around, try to play the role, Miss Innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake halos, behind closed doors, she rocked them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong, knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another beat instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.